You got time. Just right down Kong's throat. Anyway,
welcome to the Blue Rubies podcast. Let me go change the number of it actually because I didn't change that. Episode 108. I'm Adrian. Got David
here we go.
Here. Got Gore here. The usual crew.
If Godzilla versus Kong ended with gay sex between them, I would have fucking stood up and cheered. That would have been awesome. Everybody's just
very
watching.
Progressive decision.
They're just looking up.
Wait,
did you just kill him?
Why are they looking up?
Because they're small people and they're watching.
Oh, like in real life. Oh, I think you meant like on the.
No, in the movie you see the because you have to always show the humans.
I thought you meant like all of a sudden the people in the audience just all everyone's just like the fuck.
Oh yeah, well, watching a drive-in.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm laying on the grass.
This is our video game podcast where we talk about Kong versus Godzilla sometimes. We talk about video games. We talk about random stuff that we've been doing all the time too. This goes up Thursdays on twitch.tv/depunked. We also do a monthly. Oh, actually, check it out on audio podcast, by the way. Check us out on iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff. Hit us with reviews. We appreciate those. We do a monthly book club style thing. I don't know what exactly. I guess it's book club.
A game discussion? I don't know why it has to be a book club.
Well, because book club like means you're gonna all actually play it.
Well, also a book club, they come back and like read a couple chapters, and then next week they'll come back and read another a couple chapters and talk about it.
Isn't it like vary though? I thought some people just like we have a book to read for the month.
At least that's how what's her name did it? Oprah, right? She had her book club, or was not Oprah? It was some other older lady. I don't know. Doing a book club thing. Wasn't that it? I don't know. I never watched it. Obviously, I don't even know if it was Oprah. It's just, no, someone did a book club thing where they always like bring in a bunch of old ladies.
It was Tally.
Probably are dead now. And they're just like chilling out, like, hey, I just read 50 Shades of Grey, the first 2 chapters, and I got thoroughly wet. And then they all talk about it, and then they all get wet or whatever. I don't know.
This is our video game podcast. Our monthly game discussion.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this month is going to be April 29th. That's Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. Next month is Gore's pick with 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. June is David's pick with Parasite Eve. July is my pick with Metal Wolf Chaos. Gore's pick in August is Stardew Valley, and then we're wrapping it up with our picks at least is David's with Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. October will be our final. Oh, Ritual of the Night. And then our final episode of season 2 will be in October. That'll be a fan pick. We'll all put up a vote. We'll see what wins. We tried to do a Halo stream. Didn't really work out for like the last while now. Apparently the Spartan whatever game it is only has co-op on Xbox.
Yep.
So good shit.
Exclusive.
Yeah, it's exclusive to the console. Hell yeah. So we're starting Halo 5 this week. So Halo 5, tune in Sunday. Gore, you want in on that or?
Halo 5?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so stay tuned for Gore playing Halo 5 with us.
Oh yeah.
Ranksters is now going back up. It's going up on Mondays. Me and my friend Nick did one just in the Overwatch League. Starts again season 4 tomorrow. So we did some power rankings there. Next week will be our I forget which what episodes did we do again?
Fast and Furious. We did Fast and Furious and Star Wars.
Yeah, right? So Fast and Furious and Star Wars. Those will get posted up. Fast and Furious is going up next week.
Which is perfect.
Yeah, perfect timing.
The new trailer came out like at this time about a week ago, but whatever.
Yeah.
Close enough.
But that'll go up on Monday.
What's the topical?
And then Tuesday, speaking of games gone by, who had February's pick? I'm already forgetting. I'm trying to remember.
That was me. That was Little Nightmares.
No. For the one after, what was after God of War? Was it Brothers?
Oh, last year. No, Brothers was a mid. Well, so maybe. No, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a mid one.
Yeah, so one of those, I forget which one exactly, but one of those is going up next week. Those go up on Tuesdays. I think it is What Remains. But yeah, that's on there.
And after that was what was the actual February pick?
That was David's pick.
Yeah.
Was that Barkley?
That may have been Barkley.
No, I think Barkley. Maybe.
No, Barkley was a fan vote.
Yeah, it was because it fucking won. I was pissed. I'm pretty sure. No, actually, was it?
Could have sworn it was.
No, Barkley was not a fan
I don't
vote.
think so. Yeah,
So
no,
it may
Street
have been
Fighter. Your
Barkley.
Street Fighter one was. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
That's
figure it
one
out.
of those
Whatever.
going up on Tuesdays.
You just look at just go through the podcast or whatever there was the title.
Yeah.
There you go. Just go through chronologically.
But if you don't want to hear us assholes at the beginning,
confused.
chronologically insane is still like my favorite phrase.
Yeah, chronologically insane.
If you don't want to hear us though, those go up standalone. Those go up on audio as well. So if you want to subscribe to that and just kind of follow along, listen to the episodes that you do know of, or just listen to it and you don't really care about spoilers, go for it. That intro should be ending soon. We still don't quite introduce ourselves. We get there, but we don't quite. So hopefully those we might have to record some new ones soon. Still, I think we're still kind of maybe we'll do that on Sunday. I'll just record a quick Games Gone By new intro. And then I think that's it for Teespring. Is it teespring.com/stores-blue-rupees? That's where you have our shirt or mug, whatever you want to get it. Helps us out. Really helps us out. If you copyright strike us, just do it. Like, comment, subscribe as well. That helps us out too.
Don't forget to send us emails at
brp@bluerupees.com. I gotta write this down. I have 108 episodes and I still haven't written down. I think that's it. All right.
That's the first 30 minutes of the podcast.
That's our first 30 minutes. David, what you play this week?
I played Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Almost done that game. I'll go with some of my thoughts on that during the podcast at the end of the month.
He hated it. I could tell.
Why would you think that?
Because he fucking hate everything. What the fuck?
All right, fair enough.
Unless it has big giant ants.
David, try to lean back just a little bit. Relax yourself because you're not in the camera anymore. Actually, I can adjust that. Keep going. I'll adjust it. You're good. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your fucking thing. Oh, now it's funny.
He's doing a bit, fucker. Shut up. God damn.
Yeah, aside for that, haven't really played too much else. I'm trying to... I was gonna try to get that finished up, and I didn't. Oh, wait, no. We played Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes. That's right. Played that. Mm-hmm. First time playing it. Seen a lot of people play it before. But
David didn't realize how complicated it actually is.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
It's fun though.
It's interesting.
It's a really good party game. Imagine that with like multiple people there all yelling at you like it's this and then
that sounds fun. Everybody yelling at you.
Yeah, it's great.
Calling
David.
Shit.
Yeah, David knows it's fun.
Yeah, piece of shit. You fucking caused this.
Yeah,
we all died.
No, the other way around. I died.
Yeah, no, everybody dies. It's a bomb, bitch. We're all dead.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, cool. Gore?
All right. I played a few games, but not too much of any of it. I played a lot of Story of Seasons, obviously. But I went back and started up Yakuza 0 again. I played a couple more. I played a couple more hours. Fun, really fun. I'm pretty much at the point where I'm pretty sure I left off originally. So it's fun. It's fun. I also played more It Takes Two. Only about an hour and a half more after that. After the first hour I played, so not too far, but I'm in the beginning of chapter 3, and it's super good. That game's really good. I also started Loop Hero.
Tell me how that is, because I'm so tempted to get it.
Oh, it's great. It's really good. I haven't played. I know it's gonna be a new addiction, so I haven't gone back to it. But I played for like an hour and a half when I first started playing. It's really fun. It's very simple. That is easily something I could see going on Switch, but also they'll have to really make it. They'll have to make it make sense to want to play it on Switch over computer, because that game is super simple, but it's also I can already tell you, like, it will control way better with a mouse over a
yeah. I'm thinking of getting on PC anyway for that,
because that's the thing you want to keep like doing this. Sure. I mean, it'll work perfectly fine on Switch. There's no way it will have a controller issues. They can just put buttons for certain things.
Really quick,
it does feel good. Like you're watching a video and just doing this, just like with the mouse, just like.
Yeah,
do that. Watch as it plays. That's a perfect computer game to have on while you're doing something else, and looking at the same exact screen. It's great. It's really good. I really like it.
And then
besides that, that's pretty much it.
Really quick, Ian says, "I like the new look. Appreciate that. Shout outs again to Dabo Visuals. Homie's just been helping it out. I just kind of go to him and I'm like, hey, are you able to like adjust these webcam bars? He does it for free, and he's actually gonna help me out with my next. He doesn't want me to pay for the project. I'm like, because I bought 2 projects off him. I want to do a third one for the other thing I'm working on. And he's like, don't pay me. I'll do it for you. I'm like, okay, but I mean, I still want to pay you, but
you want it for free.
What's up, Crazy Pepperoni? I feel bad because he's pretty good. Dabo Visuals. I'm gonna keep his stuff in the description now because he does really good work. Super cheap too.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I need it. It feels unnatural, so I'm flipping around with this look right now. The problem is when you have David facing one way, it looks like he's talking away from it, so it looks just more visually appealing if I face him towards Gore. But now I'm just like not used to it. It's so bizarre to me.
There.
Right.
But whatever, I'll get used to it.
I feel like it's always been like that though.
It has, yeah, but it's just, that's why I kind of cornered him off into his own little world because it doesn't really matter where he's looking at. But now that it's the way I'm doing it now, I'll have to see how that works. All right, and so
why am I so big?
Because you're the one talking about your games.
No, I'm talking about weight. Why am I so fat?
Oh,
Don't stop eating.
Why am I fat?
You lost a lot of weight though. You're losing a lot of weight.
I'm done though. Shut up. All right. Anyway, there you go. I'm done.
Gore hates when you make fun of him, but he'll also hate if you compliment him. So just don't talk to him.
Shut up,
Just
idiot.
don't be fucking nice to him.
Just don't talk to him.
Don't be nice.
Just don't talk to
Don't
him.
be nice. It gets me fucking like hot and bothered if you make what. I was gonna say that, but you know, it's been a dry year.
I'm not trying to like put you on the spot or anything, but so it's been like a what diet have you been on? I'm just kind of curious.
I've been on the keto diet, which is like the grandma diet.
Yeah.
It's been working.
Do you want to say how much you've lost, or is that
no?
Okay. Every time you say though, I hate whenever you see like someone eating food because you like, oh, what was it? You saw someone eat French fries. You're like, oh,
French fries.
I want
French fries. Yeah, they're fucking cartoon French fries. I'm like, they look good.
Oh God.
Also,
I was watching an episode of Mob Psycho the other day, and they had cartoon French fries. And I'm like, oh, those look so good,
dude. Food in anime sometimes looks fucking wild. It's like, oh,
and a big
especially in a
pile,
Miyazaki film.
Oh yeah, Miyazaki. Fuck, god damn. Some of that looks better than real food.
I saw the thing you posted. We'll lump that in.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up here in a little bit. Cool. I'll pull it up after this. So when we're showing off our stuff, I'll pull it up. In terms of games, I played a lot of stuff this last week. Side note I wanted to kind of get into. So I pulled up Minecraft Education Edition. I don't know if I mentioned that last time.
We talked about it on the Sunday stream.
Yeah, so I haven't actually talked about it on here. Our district has license for it, which I mean it kind of makes sense. I was like, you know what? Let me mess around with it. I'm just kind of curious what it is. That thing's fucking robust as hell. Like it's got straight up like lesson plans, like set up, like you copy and paste that shit. But it has like Oregon Trail on it. It has like how to do fractions, decimals, and Common Core. It has biology, chemistry. Like it's actually robust as hell. So I've been using that a lot in class. So I've been playing more Minecraft than I'm used to. But it's a lot of fun. And man, they kids get into that game. Like
were they gonna make Fortnite Education Edition next?
Yeah, might as well.
Huh?
I gave I was like, all right, so pick whatever lesson you want, and we'll work on, or that'll be our like way to end of the day. And he went to arts and design, and then went to build a treehouse. I was like, cool. So I loaded him in the world. We could join one, and I'm just kind of like turned away. I was talking to someone. I turned back, and just the fucking treehouse, just bam. I'm like, Jesus Christ! They just fucking build. And it wasn't even just like a block in a tree. It was like had windows and paint. It had a waterfall on the side. I'm like, good lord.
Yeah, they get them elite speedrunning strats.
And he's playing on a fucking Chromebook with a trackpad too, and that kid's killing it.
Oh yeah, man. Dude, some of these kids can play fucking on iPhone. That's how good they are. How the fuck you play any game on iPhone?
Dude, Call of Duty Mobile and PUBG Mobile, they just fucking love that shit.
Well, Call of Duty makes sense to me because you can get like I feel like with that you can get a little bit more, and also they use gyro too with that game, right? I assume.
Yeah.
So like that's like you can get little micro adjustments, but Minecraft I guess makes sense too. But like other games, I just like any side scroll. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck you play that. Like, how do you play any of this?
Yeah,
like,
which reminds me.
Triggers on it. I'm like, I'm sure that's shit. Like even
I could see
it. I heard Chrono Trigger's not good on it, but
okay.
I don't think it's because of the controls. I think it's because of many other reasons.
And
I think the conversion was bad.
Yeah, that reminds me of that one Indie World game that had like the little cursor on the top because it looked like it was definitely it was the running one that would definitely was from mobile. They just pulled the footage from mobile.
Hey, yeah, you talk about Yield or something. That one.
Yeah.
Yield something.
Yeah, which hey, the soundtrack was killer.
That looks great. Actually, that looks really good.
Yeah, I cut
like
off my hair.
games.
It was getting in the way too much.
Yeah.
It was way too much. But thank you.
Yeah.
So I played Minecraft with them. I'm in the middle of Deliver Us to the Moon. I'm gonna finish it right as soon as we're done recording. I'm gonna go finish that episode before that leaves Game Pass tonight. So far really good. I'm actually really enjoying that game. I figured I would, but I just figured I had to hurry up and play that before I had to spend money on it. A little bit more. I played. I think did you play? We played that longing game from Indie World.
I haven't played it yet, but I did download it.
You should at least boot it.
I didn't play it yet.
You gotta boot it up. Just at least boot it up because it will start the timer going.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't have to even do anything right away. Just boot it up. So
I know you don't need to do anything at all. From what I heard, you just fucking boot it up and then never play it for a year.
He's the slowest walker of all time too. Which is
yeah. You see that in the trailer.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting though. That's a great game to.
It's a great concept.
Here. Yeah, I heard it's really good too. It came out like last year. I never even heard of it. So
some people
came out Steam last year.
Some people are almost there.
People probably getting the ending by now, which I bet it's just like I'm awake, and then it's like, what the fuck? I wait a year. He just gets up.
Let's see. I've been playing more stuff too, though. What the fuck else? I know I've been playing a lot of things.
It'd be cool if they actually. It'd be cool if they timed it so that the day the Switch version came out is the day everybody could see the ending of the Steam version. Because I think it came out early last year. Because it's 400 days, right?
Yeah, so probably.
Maybe.
Could be.
I should check, actually.
I finished Kentucky Route Zero. Fucking incredible. I fucking love that. I almost kind of wish I picked it for a Games Gone By. That would have been a great discussion, but my God. I would get why that ending... Some people weren't happy with the Act 5. Not necessarily like unhappy with it, but they were kind of like caught off guard by it. And I get why. However, I think it was the right decision for that game. And that ending fucking hit like a fucking truck, man. That was like one of the few games that almost fucking broke me. I'm like, good Lord, that's a fucking ending. If you don't know much about the game, it's point and click adventure, but not really even like the adventure part. It's straight up, it's almost like a point and click walking simulator where you're going through it. And literally the only things that you really affect, which I think is actually fucking incredible, is you affect the tone of your characters. So you have like different dialogue choices that mean nothing in the overall landscape of it. It could be as minute from like, okay, you name your dog at the beginning, or like it's so the coolest part, I think everyone agrees, is the coolest part of the game is around, I think Act 3 it is. You meet a character, which I'll have the vinyl here soon of actually. Junebug. It's you meet these two characters that join you, and they play a song for you. And then like the song's playing, it's fucking, the aesthetic of the game is fucking incredible. But like it's such a cool visual they have going on. And then they start playing, and then you have dialogue choices in there, and you hear the song, and you're like, oh, because I guess I'm picking like a poem to go along with it, you know, like all right, I'll just pick these words, and you can do that because it has done that before in the beginning of the game. But they actually sing those lyrics in the song, and it like actually makes sense to you. You're literally creating a verbal song in the mood that you want. Like it could be straight up like you're just being inquisitive. You could be like heartbroken, whatever you're feeling. You could pick that sort of tone, and that's kind of the whole mood of the game. Is you're picking what the vibe of the game is. If you're like not in a good spot right now, your character can also not be in a good spot with you, and that will be the vibe of the game. It's bizarre the way they did it, and it even as someone that does a lot of these walking simulators and choose your own adventure games or lack thereof, you know, you choose your own adventure but it doesn't really do anything. The way they did it is so fucking cool. You get to dictate how your character feels, and you can pick dialogue choices. You're having conversations with each character, and you can have this character say something or this character say something. It's so cool. I fucking recommend that game so much. 100% worth it. And I probably would have been going crazy waiting for that Act 5 though. I'm kind of glad I waited, but also I also kind of wish I didn't too, because Man, such a ride. People went through that game picking it apart little by little. The interludes are awesome. They're all very the interludes are like very creative. One of the interludes is straight up just a phone in the game. You call the phone and you can just do different, like, all right, press 1 for this, and then you go in there and there's more. You just keep going through this whole menu, but you don't even need to have that. You can just use your actual phone. You can just call up on your phone, right? I can call it up right now and we can play the interlude that way. It's so fucking cool. I love that game though. It would probably make my would probably debunk Paradise Killer and maybe be my number 2 last year if we count TV Edition as being its own game. But yeah, that was the major thing I played. Other than that, I don't think I played anything else. Nope. David, what'd you get this week?
Nothing.
Gore, what'd you get this week?
Ooh, I got a lot. So
I got a lot too, so
right.
we'll make up for it.
Yeah. So I already sold a bunch of the stuff I got throughout the week, so I don't have a lot to show. I mean, I do, but not as much as I would. So I already sold and shipped a lot of that shit out. So I still have a good amount of stuff though. So I went to a few different places because, of course, we all know PS3, Vita, and PSP stores are closing down soon in the next few months, and so I was like, you know what, game stores are probably a little slow when it comes to pricing their shit. So I'm going to take advantage of it because I'm a scumbag. So I went to pretty much every game store around to see if I could get a good deal.
That's not really scumbagging, I think. I think they need to do their research.
And they should not price their games over fucking eBay anyway. So
yeah, because they were making a profit off what they made off of it anyway, and it was like more than what it was worth like a week ago.
Super cheap. Anyway,
so yeah, there's not that's not scumbagging at all.
The only person I feel bad for is there's one game shop. It's not really a game. It's like a collectible shop and had video games there. And that was the Silent Hill Book of Memories, which me and you said you wanted it, and we had a discussion about it. You might have gotten it. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? But I bought it. They wanted it for $70. I didn't realize. I knew it would go up. I didn't realize it went up so quick that now it's like $150.
That's why I've been like.
I knew it was like $100 game.
That's why I've been hustling this last week.
Yeah. So like it was like even if it was $100, I could buy it anyway.
Sure.
And he wanted 70, and I was like, I'm gonna ask him if he wants 60. He said yeah, and I realized I didn't have 60, so I gave him 57 for it. And he was like, fine. By the way, I looked it up. I know it goes for a lot more. I'm like, oh, does it? Oh, that's a shame. And I didn't realize it went for 150, 60. So I thought it was like $100 game. So yeah, I already sold that shit, so I don't have that. I sold it for 160.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that one is gonna be one of the fucking.
That one I feel bad for because I would totally. I should just give him the 70. I should just pay with card, but they like cash better, these little stores. So.
But no, that game is gonna be one of the really expensive ones, I'm sure, one day, because being Silent Hill and being on a not available like after August, that's gonna go the fuck up.
I mean, it would definitely go up too if it was a fucking good game. Also, so like if it was like
Rule of Rose is doing fine,
like a solid game. I would find it funny if Konami, of all the games, they decided to port that one to Switch or something.
That would be a fucking Konami ass move.
Yeah, I mean, they, to be fair, they've been doing a good job with collections, even though they still have yet to port a Symphony of the Night to the Switch. I'm surprised. Like they ported it to PS4, but where the fuck is it on Switch? Anyway, all right. So the games I do still have, I'm not gonna piece them out from where I got them. I'm just gonna show it. I got a sealed copy of Tales of Xillia for $20. Nice. This one, I think I'm going to get rid of because I'm going to try to get a used copy because I'd rather have it used. I love this game. This is the last Tales game I played that, well, it's actually just the last one I played. But this is probably like up there with Symphonia. I actually love this game. So that, I also got Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. This is sealed. I'm getting rid of that because I don't need it sealed. I got Deadpool, Xbox One sealed.
Does that go for a lot sealed?
Yeah, the used, this goes for like $30. So sealed, I got for 10, so.
Do I have that?
Why, you have it?
I think I do. Yeah.
You might. It's pretty common, so surprised it's going up so high. I think it's because the PC version is gone.
I gotta rip off I still have the Best Buy pickup thing on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's like a $40, $50 game.
If I
I'm
sell
gonna get rid
this,
of it because I already have it. So.
If I sell this, I'm gonna leave this other sticker on it here. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
You're gonna hear some noises.
I'm gonna keep the good value.
Good value. Did I show this last week?
Yeah.
LA Noire? Okay, I did. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. Picked up a copy of Blue Dragon. Did I show this?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I showed this. All right. So I also got this Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time.
Hell yeah.
Which is going up also now. So it's like 40-50 now. I got Spy Hunter for PS Vita. It was $10. I had to get that. All right. This was probably the craziest thing I saw. Game Shop, I bought these sealed PS3 games for. Had this sealed for $10, and I was like, what the fuck? NCAA 14.
Fuck.
Yeah. One problem with it though, and this is a big problem, is can you hear that? I mean, that's still
it's a Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it could still crack.
How much is that selling for new?
Like $200. That's it.
Jesus.
So can you guys kind of educate me why that particular sports game goes for
It was
so
the
much?
last. It was the last NCAA football game, and it didn't have a huge print run. So and pretty much every last football game on a console goes up in value. Like Madden 17 on 360 is like a $30-$40 game. I think the PS2 has NCAA 11. That was the last one on PS2. I think that's like a $60 game.
The educated guess.
NCAA basketball 10 on 360 is like a $100 game.
I think the educated guess is because there are people that do collect all of the games, and the last one on the console is usually a really small run, right?
Yeah, that's what I just.
But just in general, I think that's the wide scope of it all. Like not even just NCAA, but
yeah.
They're closing off. So.
Yeah, because it's the last one for the console. You know, like why? Like obviously, it's the last one for a reason because they ain't selling anymore.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have a huge print run for that. Also, people are not gonna buy it. So eventually, like they'll sell out. But by that time, it's just like everybody already got rid of it or whatever. By the time they sell out of their copies in stores and stuff, or people already got rid of it or just buried in a basement, so it's like impossible to find. NCAA was one of those. Like that was already like I think a $40-$50 game. And
wild.
Just kept going up. At one point, it was like a $150 game used. $10, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Order Up. This is like a $40.
I love that game.
Sealed. Yeah, I didn't play it, but I heard this one. White Knight Chronicles 2. This one I'm actually gonna keep, I think, because this looks like this looks weird. I've been really considering hooking my PS3 up again because I've been thinking about all these PS3 games. I was like, yeah, I mean it's easy. I could see it right now. It's just like standing up in my book.
Kill me.
Yeah, it's saying that. White Knight Chronicles 2. I also got a used copy of Tales of Symphonia. This one I'm gonna keep.
You got that one? Did you get another one? Because you got one last week.
Oh, did I show that? Yeah, I showed it already.
You just had 3 copies. Hell yeah!
I don't remember what I showed.
Oh no, you showed Chronicles, unless that's a different one.
Yeah, Chronicle. I only got 2 copies.
Okay.
So. All right. So if I showed one last week, I showed it again. Now I don't think I showed this. I'm selling this, but this is another game where I'm gonna sell and then buy it used because I don't want it new, and I'm not gonna open it if I could sell it for a way bigger price and then just buy it again and keep some money. So I got Berserk and the Band of the Hawk, which is actually something I've been wanting to get.
Much is that going for sealed?
Yeah. Why? How much you got? How much you got? Which money?
No, just because that was one of the games. Unfortunately,
let me see your wallet.
I have the game, but I don't have the case. So that's why I was like, you could just at least.
I think the game itself. The game itself is like $70. So.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, it's really hard to find.
So how much you got?
So the last new, how much you got? The last new copy, I think sold for like 130 for a sealed game. So.
Oh fuck that!
I did pay 60 for this though, so that one paid up.
A says, I'm thinking about getting Yakuza 0 since I see a deal for $5. Just do it.
Wait, is it a digital copy? Did he say?
I don't know. It's on Game Pass if you have that, but if you,
I think it's also $5 right now on PS4.
Yeah, if you're on PlayStation, go for it. That's a good price.
Here's a call out. What would you call it? Not call out. Just keep on the lookout. Yes, not shout out, but keep on the lookout or whatever. I don't know English. Just keep an eye out for a blue label copy of Yakuza 0. If it's not the greatest hits version, if it's a blue label version, that's going up in price, which you might have. If you bought it a couple years ago, then you have it. There you go. Is it sealed?
No.
No, I think they sell for like $80-$90. So
Yeah, that was a really. I remember. I think we talked about it on the podcast. That was a hard one for me to track down already because I didn't want to. I'm trying to not have greatest hits copies in my collection.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're hard to find now, which I have a feeling a lot of those are going to be hard to find. A lot of the blue labels in the future. So
that's all I got, baby.
So keep them. I don't think I have any greatest hits ones. So I don't really give a shit.
I don't really care about having greatest hits. And
yeah, I don't care either.
Especially in older games, sometimes that was the only way to get certain kind of tweaks or updates.
When you have a precedent of it, though, I get it. But when it's the one like red box I got, I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, the one. Then yeah, it's annoying. But if you have a bunch of them, I just loop them in one section. Be like, here's my
like on like on not 360 on on original Xbox. I have
those ones are.
Which I like the platinum hits actually. I like the.
Oh really? I don't like those.
I like those covers a lot. Really quick, Perry says digital on PS4. I think you should do that. That's a good price. Chat box. I know you guys got new PCs, but Capcom's having a sale on Steam. RE1 remake is $5. Thanks for the heads up. I'll have to go check that out.
Cool.
Man, I was this close. Fucking Best Buy put up some RTX graphics cards. I was like, maybe I want to go ahead and get a 3090 anyways. And
you should have just done it. Then you could sell your own. You could sell your own graphic card and make your money back. You should have. That's what every time. Yeah, every time I see it, I always go for it. And I'll sell my 3070 and make the money back.
You fucked up. Hold on, just 1 second.
Yeah, you should always go for it. 100%. What do you mean no? You're the one that likes money.
Yeah, but I don't like hassle, and that's hassle.
Is it? Getting it, uninstalling it, and putting yours in and just putting it on eBay?
And then finding a reputable person to fucking sell it to.
You put it on eBay, you'll be fine.
A reputable person.
No, when you're talking about that kind of money, I don't like dealing with eBay.
Why? They'll protect you.
Yeah, I have a better issue.
You take pictures of the item before you fucking send it, just in case they try to do that shit where like, oh, it's broken, and they send you their old one or some shit.
I get that because I've been on the edge of selling that one vinyl I was talking about, which for like however much, like probably $1,000. I get that because I'm like, I don't want to sell, but I'm like, I'd rather sell it through there because even though they're notorious for the seller, when it's a big item like that, they're not idiots, you know. They'll work with you and they're like, oh well, if you have a good like established rating and you've never had bad ratings, and then all of a sudden one guy's like, hey, my $1,000 thing came broke. Yeah, okay, bro, sure.
Well, this thing obviously doesn't use it, so he doesn't have a seller status.
You have buyer status though, I imagine, at least. So at least you're not like.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't think eBay will help you that much if all you have is buyer ratings. Because I mean, what the fuck do you do? Yeah,
I would still trust it.
You pay for the item that you buy. Like,
I would still trust it. I know.
I don't know why buyers get. I think buyers shouldn't, like, just people that buy shouldn't get ratings. It doesn't make any sense to me, because I could see if like, oh, you accept it, or you send an offer and then they accept it and you take like a week to fucking pay. Sure, but that's like the only occasion where you should get rated. Like, oh, you paid quickly.
Well, it's like if you accept an offer and the dude, like, you look at the guy, if you're like, oh, I don't want to accept from this guy if I need faster cash.
Sure, but there shouldn't be a rating towards that. There should be like a thing, like, not like it shouldn't have like a thumbs down, thumbs up rating on their profile. It should be like one of those things like, hey, this guy say you offer, and it should say like he's below trustworthy. You know, that's fine. But like when a seller and a buyer, like, my ratings get combined together, it's a little annoying. You know, like if you look at my feedback, it's like he bought this, and then there's a couple of like sold things.
Sure.
I'm like, all right.
Also, there's also a sale.
I'd rather all my selling stuff show up.
There's also a sale on Dogecoin right now, so go check out that cool. Fire sale going on.
Oh yeah. Dogecoin.
God, I wish I put money into that like 3 months ago, dude. Fucked up.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit! It hit 33 cents while we were recording.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Time to retire.
I say if it hits $1, I'm just pulling up out enough to cover college, and then I'll leave the rest in. I'm just diamond handing it. Let's do it. Cool. Anything else you got, Gore?
Yeah, I did. I actually got well, let me show this first, actually. I got this Master Chief statue, which I really wanted.
Yeah, that's a good statue.
That's hard to find, so I got it.
He holds like a trophy.
I got it. I also got a giant box of in-box PC games. And I'd rather not spend the time showing you all that shit, because it's not I mean, it's cool, but I don't think anybody gives a shit. But there was one game in there.
Out in there.
Besides the thing I'm about to show you, Tomb Raider Gold, Star Wars Dark Forces 2, a couple Baldur's Gate games, which I know you'd like that. Diablo 1 in box, which is pretty cool. There's some good shit, but there was a lot of games. I didn't want to spend all the rest of the podcast showing it. But this is mainly why I bought it, because I wanted this bad. And I got Silent Hill 2 in box.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the box wasn't in great condition, and you could tell it's kind of, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of beat up. I had to tape things together because it was fucked up. But this are in great condition, so, and that's a good little showpiece. This alone goes for like $150. So.
Hell yeah! So, how much did you pay for the box for?
Pretty sure $50. So I'm pretty sure, and I have 21 other PC games. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep it, but I'll think about it because I don't collect PC games at all, really. So. But this is nice.
If you look to move any of your PC games, let me know what you got, and I might be interested in some of them.
Sure. Maybe after we're done with the podcast, I'll show you.
Really quick.
It's only the games I got right now. That's pretty much all.
Gotcha.
That I just got in that box.
Reggie Fizeme responded to a Twitch question. Twitch asked, "What's the oldest game in your library that remains unplayed?" Reggie goes, "Mother 3 English version. Every time I think it's time to play it, I get trolled and decide to put it off. Maybe I'll fire it up this weekend." And then he posts his own GIF.
It's from a X64 video too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Hell yeah. Chad Bucks up $70 with Dogecoin. Hell yeah. Hell yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. That's it, Gore?
That's enough for a new gen console.
Returnal.
Yeah, you can buy Returnal minus tax.
All right. Let's see. I got a lot of shit. I'll show off with this first.
Right.
I got these two assholes. I had them for a while, but I pulled them out of the box because I don't keep Amiibo in the box unless I like them. So I told you about that trade in my that game shop had.
I also got this.
Hell yeah, that's a good looking controller.
It is very good.
Told you that game shop had that big trade in. They've been putting it out periodically, like each day, so I've been just going back every day, just finding things. So I went back. Grabbed South Park. I don't know. It was why not?
That's a terrible game.
yeah, I've heard.
Actually, it's worse on PlayStation 1 if you want to play.
I got Mario Golf. They had Mario Tennis too, but I know Mario Golf on 64 is worth playing. Tennis is like it's very bare bones. But golf is pretty good. Got this. I got Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition.
Oh yeah.
Good get right there.
Solid game.
Let's see. I'll show off the rest of what I got at the store there soon. I got this. Speaking of Nintendo,
yeah, I was gonna buy that. Yeah.
Got the ASCII Wada book. I was very excited to read that.
I was gonna buy it and I realized there's no pictures in it. So.
This is an actual game. I'm trying to complete some of the cases I got. Because this was a GameStop case that I had, so I completed that copy.
Donkey Kong is great. I still have my bongos.
I got 4 bongos. I don't know why I have 4. Gore showed that he had this. There's a story behind this, but I also got an extra copy, I'll say, because the shop happened to get in for the first time ever. So I got a cart-only copy of Book of Memories, which was good because I was gonna get the game anyway. I'm like, all right, might as well just get it physical, I guess, that way, just to have it there.
How much was it?
$45. But again, they pretty much, if they get something in, they'll price it pretty much what it's worth, which is fine. But so with all the stuff I'm buying, I just been getting. They have, if you spend $250 there, they give you $25 back. So after I'm just buying all this, I'm just getting a lot of card credit back. Let's see. I'm gonna show that off last. Got this one. This game goes. It's not a good game. I like my GameCube games though, and this game shot up in price. So I got Kirby's Air Ride, or Kirby Air Ride. It's like a $70 game now.
I stick Kirby up my bum and fart him out, and now it gives you a Kirby Air Ride. That's a classic quote from Tommy Tallarico in Judgment Day. It's
a good guy.
And that's how they ended the review. Tommy doesn't like a lot of those games. He gave it a 4. That game's fun.
So they also
very simple though.
So I walked in right when they were about to put their PS3 games up. So I grabbed the handful of PS3 games. But I'll show this off first though. I got Dragon Quest Swords. I didn't know this was a game, so I saw it and I was like,
Well,
Yeah.
I'll buy
is,
it.
but yeah.
I'll buy it. It looked interesting.
No, yeah, not very good.
Yeah, but it was interesting. It threw me off. So let's see. I got some of these. So I got Journey that's sealed. So
Nice.
that'll probably
Nice.
be worth something someday.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Probably
I
worth
mentioned
something
this to Gore. I got Into the Nexus. He was gonna sell me that copy, but I ended up grabbing that copy.
You noticed I didn't show. I guess I showed it last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't show it again this week because I sold both of them. So
I got the Sly collection.
I actually just bought that on Vita.
And I got the Ratchet collection.
Nice.
So I got
Nice.
got a bunch of those games that probably not got. I do need to go for what's the one that you got this week, Gore? What's All for One?
Oh no, Cracking Time.
Cracking Time.
All for One sucks.
Help me keep an eye out for. I'm trying to just complete the Ratchet and Clank game, so
Sure.
that's I think which one do I? No, I don't have any right now.
The only one you need, I think you need Full Frontal Assault after that. I think unless
Okay.
you showed that, I don't remember seeing.
No, I don't have any other Ratchet and Clank games.
Yeah, you don't need All for One, but if you want to get the,
I just want to complete them. And then all right, last thing I got, saw an auction for this, no bids, felt good, grabbed it, only bid, something I've been wanting. We mentioned this a while back. I got my Taika Waititi signed.
Yeah. Nice.
With the I only buy I'm only buying pops with the certificate.
Yeah.
But got that. It was the only bid on it. Felt good. So now I'm like, now that I got Grandmaster and Korg, I'm like, maybe one day I just go for the entire Ragnarok cast signed pops. But Chris Hemsworth is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
That's a lot
of money. So I'm thinking maybe I'll it's better to just go find him and make him sign it than it is to go eBay that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Make best Korg impression. Oh God.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey man. Hey, we're gonna go on that ship and get out of here. Wanna come?
Hey mate. What's the quote that he has?
He says, "Hey man." Oh, which one? What quote? There's a lot.
It's I heard you needed backup. Isn't that what he says when he comes out of when he first comes out?
No, the first time he says that was with Loki, when he was like on the ground, still fucking like seizing up or whatever. He's like, "Hey man, we're gonna get out of here on this ship. Want to come?" Then he says it again to somebody. Maybe that might have been the second time he said it, but he said it once about something else.
I'm gonna go through another MCU run through, and I'm just so fucking excited every time I get to like the phase 1 is a fucking it's a drag to get through, honestly. Now just with that quality.
All right, I mean, I get it. MCU's great, but come on, man, you already watched that fucking shit over.
Well, no, whenever I watch them, I'm not watching them for myself. I watch them with someone that has not watched them before.
They're fun movies, but they're not deep or anything. You're not missing much.
No.
Like,
wait, what do you mean?
I know it's for fun. Well, you see, I thought you were saying it like you watch it with other people, but you miss things or something.
No,
that's what made
no.
Then why you want to watch them again? Just because you want to watch?
No, because I watch
hours of it.
No, I just watch them with people that haven't seen them before, and it's just cool to like show them to them and kind of explain stuff to them.
I was thinking like you could spend that time and watch like all the Quentin Tarantino.
Oh no.
movies.
I will only watch like stuff like Infinity War, Endgame, or Ragnarok, or Winter Soldier on my own. But I don't watch like the marathon unless it's with someone that hasn't seen them before. In which case, there's a reason to, kind of. It's cool because it's so huge now that it's getting harder and harder to find someone that's just been so out of the loop, And if they're out of the loop, they're probably not even into superheroes at all. So to find someone that's interested in it and that's like down to watch those, it's cool to see a reaction. AJ Peroni says AJ Carter series is good. Chatbox says my favorite.
I heard so.
My favorite is still Civil War. Civil War's fucking incredible. And then he just watched Pulp Fiction today. Just an incredible movie as well.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction.
Good film.
What do you mean good?
Good film.
Good film. What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, David? He's gonna pick the wrong one. He's gonna say Death Proof.
Say Jackie Brown.
Death Proof, but
I liked it too. I mean, I love all of his films except that one. I like that one. So hey, that's
something actually
pretty good. Even his just written ones.
Like, God, I need to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So fucking.
Don't expect all of his movies to be like that.
No, I know, but
yeah, that was Sense and Glorious Bastards. That's pretty much how his movies end, where it's just out of nowhere, it's just extreme violence.
God, that fucking whole scene is
like Kill Bill has that, but that's like the entire movie.
Yeah, but man,
extreme violence.
That whole fucking ending scene is just so fucking immaculate, though. Just how everything happens. It's so good.
Did you watch Django Unchained?
No.
Yes, that was fantastic.
Django Unchained is I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but imagine that ending except about 40 minutes of the movie at the end. It's so fucking good.
So I remember I told Stu, everyone always gets upset at me until they hear me out. Is I didn't like Inglourious Basterds when I first watched it. It's because I didn't know what I was getting into, and I felt like the marketing was very not. If you don't know what you're getting into, the marketing didn't make it seem like you knew what you're getting. It seemed like kind of like a quirky, funny, like, oh look, and then it's not.
Yeah, they made it look like it was gonna be a straight comedy.
Yeah, but it's really not.
No, it's not. It has a lot of funny moments though. I mean that I would say that's more of a comedy than a drama. But
it made it almost seem like a straight comedy if you didn't know.
Especially at the end. The end is just like fuck it. It's like. don't expect accuracy,
right? But I do have the collections. I'm probably gonna sit through those movies.
Oh
soon,
man,
too.
Inglourious Basterds. I haven't seen it in so long, but I still remember. My favorite line is in the bar scene when shit goes down. And he's just like, he points a gun at that one Nazi's balls. He's like, "Say a Wiedersehen to your Nazi balls," and he just blows his balls off, and then everybody just starts getting fucking killed.
Let's see. April Marie says, came across this compilation of Sam Jackson being in other games at the VG. I'm assuming he means VGA Awards.
That's from the 2012 Spike Video Game Awards.
And he goes, it was strange to see Sam Jackson being in Dishonored.
Yeah, it was really that whole show was weird. Like he was in The Walking Dead, Telltale too. It was weird.
Yeah, I think that's everything I got. I've been picking things here and there on Fanatical and Steam and all that, but
yeah, me too. I bought the VR bundle on a Humble Bundle.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I might still do that.
Yeah. Go ahead, do it.
Are you gonna? You should just sell your Oculus One and at least put it towards Oculus 2.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I mean, I don't want to.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But
later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Shit.
I'm a mushroom clouds lying motherfucker. Says chat box. All right.
Yeah, that was from the Spike Video Game Awards.
Trivia.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
All right, you guys got your writing utensils ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
You're gonna love my nuts. Let's go.
All right. Remember, we keep going. This could be one question long. This could be 30. It just depends on how long these boys keep going. So we'll see how many questions we go through. Let me grab the deck here. All right, which one did we read last time?
Deck on public.
Your balls.
All right.
Grab your balls.
Question 1.
Yep.
Which game in the Gex series was the first to be a 3D title?
Oh.
Which game in the Gex series was the first to be a 3D title? Viewers at home, you're welcome to play along.
Actually, I don't know this. Honestly, I can't even tell you what the titles of the Gex games are.
Chatbox says 69.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to say no.
All right, when you guys have your answers, let me know when you're ready to show.
Oh, I'm always ready to show.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I'm going to say this is a trick question. All right, let's go.
All right. On 3.
Well, we don't really need to do it.
1, 2.
It's already written down.
3.
Okay.
Gex 1 on PS1/3DO.
That's what I have to. So we're either both right or wrong.
I'm not sure if either that's right or wrong. The answer
is it just called Gex?
It's called it's Gex Enter the Gecko.
That's a sequel, I think.
So
right? That's the one that was on PS1. But I think there's 2.
So then you guys are
that one was called Gex 2 Enter the Gex. Either way, we're right.
Either way, you're right or wrong, so we're moving on.
Either way, it doesn't fucking matter.
All right.
That's the only one I know, like I've played, so and I know it was 3D game, so.
So this now.
I didn't realize I had a subtitle though. I assumed that was the first game.
Now goes into the discard pile. Next question. Which rival to Phoenix Wright appeared in spin-off games from the Ace Attorney series in 2009 and 2011 for the Nintendo DS? Which rival to Phoenix Wright appeared in the spin-off games from Ace Attorney series in 2009 and 2011 for the Nintendo DS? On 3, gentlemen. 1.
Oh, wait, no,
I just want to show answer at the same time. It's just more fun that way.
It doesn't matter when I go quickly fucking like.
No, it just better to see it at the same time.
All right, it's just fucking.
1, 2, 3. Miles Edgeworth, and yes, Chatbox, you were also correct. Miles Edgeworth. Next question. This is why I want to do a whiteboard. Just erase it. Keep on going.
All right. Actually, turning the page is probably quicker than wiping the entire board.
Save the planet, Gore.
Fuck the planet. All right, exactly. Thank you.
Which video game character sets out to free Gobos from Baron Dante? Which video game character? Which video game character sets out to free Gobos from Baron Dante?
What the fuck? Gobos and Dante. Oh, what the fuck? Dante's Inferno.
I'll read it one more time. Which
you don't need to read it again.
I'm doing it for the people out there too, in case they can't hear it.
People out there.
Davis, I wish you remember when you were for the fans.
I'm always for the fans.
No, you're not.
Fuck the fans.
Which video game character sets out to free the Gobos from Baron Dante? I could be saying Gobos. I don't know what it is, but
I think Chris and I can both agree we're not getting this one.
Okay.
So.
Answers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I didn't write anything down.
Oh.
I'll write something down real quick.
All right, I'll write something.
If one of you guys had it, that'd be hilarious. Write down a random video game character.
I'm trying to think of like an old, that sounds like a platformer thing, like an old one. This isn't right because I think he goes after his bae. But here, I'll put this. This isn't right because I know he's going after a girl.
Let me know when you guys are ready. Chatbox says sounds like some Spyro shit.
Here, I'm
Ghosts and Goblins.
I have Gore the movie.
Oh, it's me.
Unfortunately, you both did wrong. The answer is Croc.
Oh, yeah, I know what that game is.
Play the Croc.
I don't remember that. That's a platformer game too, just like Gex.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you you're right there. All right, here's an easy one for you, gentlemen. Originally announced at 2009 E3 conference and released on the PlayStation 4 in 2016, in which game does the player interact with a strange creature named Trico?
You didn't even need to say that. I already knew what it was. When you said 2009, I knew immediately what it was.
How do you? Okay, let me read one more time.
You don't know what this is?
This was the easy one. Originally announced at the 2009 E3 conference and released on the PlayStation 4 in 2016, in which game does the player interact with a strange creature named Trico? Well, I'm shocked.
I can't believe that.
I thought this was a layup.
Insane. I guess it makes sense considering.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see why this makes sense in a second, David. Why you don't know what this is.
All right. Ready?
On 3. 1, 2, 3. God of War. The correct answer is indeed The Last Guardian. The game announced. You should have just taken that. The game announced fucking 7 years prior.
No, we have a historical fucking showing of trivia that shows I don't know dates for shit.
No, but it's not even a date. You should know that. No, but you don't have to know about the date. You should know a game that has not come out for a long time under PlayStation.
Tons. Games never fucking come out.
Does PlayStation have another long-standing game that just has not come out in 7 years?
Fucking Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy 14, fucking shit out there.
You know Kingdom Hearts isn't about a mystical beast named Trico.
Yeah,
it sounds way better. All right, well.
Chat box and shout out to you. You got that right in the chat. A Pepperoni. Last Guardian was announced in 2009. Yep, it took a long time to come out.
Yeah. I mean, it was officially. I think it was already a thing before that, though.
Yep. I thought it was a layup. Whoops, probably should have let the other one. No, well, No, I don't know if Dave will get the next one either. We'll see. Stay tuned next week.
Let's go.
Nah, we'll save this.
Nah, let's do it. David's excited about it.
All right, so that starts us off at who won last week? That was Gore. All right, so David, you're at 0 points.
Hell yeah.
Gore, you're at 3. All right.
All's right with the world.
All's right.
I don't know why you're getting mad at me.
Winning, once he starts winning, that's when the world's.
I thought that was a legacy, like among all PlayStation people, about Last Guardian, just knowing about it.
I fucking care about the console. I care about the fucking game. I didn't give a shit about that game.
I was saying it doesn't make sense with David considering he doesn't like Team Eco at all.
That's what I would say, but I feel like there's even as someone didn't even own a PlayStation 3 around then, like even I knew about that. That was kind of just a thing.
Well, hey, David, don't worry.
You don't pay attention to what I don't care about.
David, don't worry. Sometime this year, you'll see all about Trico. So.
Will I?
There's a hint.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's your hint.
Cool. I'll just watch Leah finish playing it and not play it myself.
Oh, so you watched her play it, and you're. So you're
that shows how much you care.
Wow, how embarrassing. Anyway.
Yeah, I look up.
I guess they don't speak English.
Giant-ass thing acting like a fucking cat, and I'm like, well, that's the thing. And then I look back down at what the fuck I'm doing.
He's jerking.
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Playing Kingdom Hearts GBA or something?
No, playing shit on the Switch.
He's playing what?
Kingdom Hearts Melody of Dicks.
Playing shit on the Switch.
Yeah, he's playing games on the Switch.
I don't give a fuck about that game.
What? Last Guardian?
Any of their games, really.
All right, Indie World. Let's talk Indie World.
What a sadness. All right.
Indie World snuck up on us. Indie World's always a good time with Nintendo, I feel like. It didn't quite... Well, no, I guess it did. Never mind. It threw me off. Good. I forgot that it did end with a banger, but they tried to trick us. Like, they went really to the very end. They're like, all right, that's it, guys. We're at... Oh, we're kidding.
Nah, we got Joe. They always end it with a banger, as they say. I mean, banger for indies, I guess. All right, so you want to go through it chronologically?
Yeah.
I don't have it chronologically, but I can try to remember.
Fuck it. Let's just go by whatever the list that you have is.
Okay, it's just a picture I'm looking at, but I think I can do it. Okay, all right. Don't fuck with me. All right. So the first thing they showed off, by the way, it was only 20 minutes. It was short, nice, sweet. 3 shadow drops. I'll say that immediately, which is nice.
It's usually 3 or 4, I think, is what they go for.
Yeah. I guess 4 if you count the demo you could play for Never Yield, which is a game that they showed off in the beginning. Sure. But let's see if I can do this. Okay, so I think the first thing they showed was... All right, I can't do this. I'm already having a hard time.
Hey, I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay,
yeah.
Well, you should have just did it to begin with.
Well, you were like, I got it. So, like, cool. I believe in Gore. First up is a game that...
I didn't know you had it, period.
The first game is one that I think it was shown at Game Awards during the commercials, because I immediately put it on my Steam wish list. Road 96.
You talk about the... Yeah, Road 96. Road 96. They showed that, yeah.
Yeah,
they showed that at the Game Awards.
Yeah, that one caught me, like, that seemed way up my alley, and it still does.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, that looks incredible. That's the road trip one, but like things happen. Mm-hmm. They showed more than just a road trip now, which is kind of interesting. But a lot of road trip stuff goes on, which is cool.
It's randomly generated too.
Yeah, so. That's super up my alley. Let's see, and yeah, that's out of order too, but that's fine. Fez, shout out to Fez.
Yeah.
Jeff Gerstmann mentioned this, and I wholeheartedly agree. If anyone is playing that game for the first time and knows nothing about that game, check to see if he made a Discord or something. I think he was thinking about it. Throw everyone in a Discord and do not let them look up like hints or anything. Because Fez, when it came out on 360, was such a fucking incredible experience. Because like that game is so cryptic and there was so much shit to discover in that game that it was like the whole internet just working together. This is like early days Twitter too. So not like Twitter wasn't like as bombastic as it is now. But like straight up, like people were just learning things in forum posts and everything was going off about Fez, trying to figure out what the secret was. So if you're doing that for the first time and are interested in that stuff, check out his Twitter. I think he was looking at it in that. If he is, I highly recommend you go through that for the first time, because so many cool secrets in that game and so many weird twists and turns that you can find just by helping each other out and kind of doing these hints that I think that makes the game just elevates on a whole other level. It's still a fun game as it is, but it's just a whole other beast at that point. Oxenfree 2, that was our banger at the end.
Okay, so you're not even close to an order.
No. I'm just
like
this is The Verge.
I could have did this. I have a list of all the stuff.
Oh, I know you had a list.
And I kind of remember.
You literally said multiple times he's got a list on a picture, just not in order.
Yeah, I said it as a picture, but I remember kind of where everything was chronologically. So that's why, like, I don't know. But we don't need to. It's fine. We'll start off with the big thing, I guess, and then we'll get to the shitty things later.
Sure.
Whatever.
Oxenfree 2. Well,
that's usually what we do on the podcast anyway. We start with the good stuff and then we talk about the boring news later.
Hey, Pepperoni says wasn't expecting Oxenfree 2. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people were.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I played like 2 hours of it, and then when it started, like the trailer, I was like, "Is this Oxenfree?"
My favorite thing about Gore is that he doesn't always complete all of his games, but he plays them enough chunk that he'll know the game reference. Yeah. So like literally, it's very rare that he misses on what he knows a game is. Right, so it's like, so you always call it out like, and that's what it is, even though, and then you'll follow it up with it being like, I haven't beat it yet though.
I haven't beat it. Because I want people to know if I'm watching this, if I don't get a reference at the end of the trailer, that I haven't beat it. So yeah, which I'm sure there's a reference in there that I just don't get. But I played like a couple hours of it. I like Oxenfree, but I know that's a game that you have to play all the way through to really.
Yeah, it's always on my list though. I'm gonna play it eventually.
Yeah, and I got the limited run of that, so. Obviously I like something about it. I don't remember buying it, but I have it. Like, right. Anyway, so yeah, that's the last thing they showed.
But good stuff. That's interesting. I'll play the first one for sure before that, because that's that'll be a sequel I want to hop on. Ollie World is next up.
Ollie World. I never played Ollie. What was the other game called? Is it just called Ollie?
Yeah, they're $3 for both the games on Switch right now.
I know. Yeah, so I was probably gonna get that.
Do it.
This game looks really, really different. I mean, it's the same concept, but like visually it looks different. Because the other ones are more like, aren't they more like simple 2D?
Yeah. You can tell he got his budget now because he sold those really well.
Yeah. But yeah, this game looks really good. Actually, I'm excited for that because I'm in the skateboard mood now. Not that this is. I mean,
where's
skateboard game,
Skateboard?
not really, but I was saying that too. I was because they were showing something else, I think, and I was like, oh, is this Skateboard? And it ended up not being. I was like, oh. I think it was this actually. They were showing.
I'm waiting for it.
And I was like, it was Skateboard, and it wasn't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's coming out, but I'm assuming this year. Hey, take your time. I mean, we don't really need a skate game now, considering
we have 90 of them.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater, which is
a lot of shitty ones.
Yeah, but Pro Skater 1 and 2 is amazing. Yeah. So it's like that's all you need. You only really need one amazing skateboarding game. Like
I'd say 2 is nice, and then we got Skate still coming out too.
Well, maybe we'll see. I'm still not like. Obviously, they even have a fucking.
That's the EA way. They're like, hey, did someone have an idea? Sure, let's do it. Just talk about it now.
I'm still expecting to hear that like from someone like Jason Schreier is going to dig it up or something. That the day they announced that game to us was the day they
thought of it.
They were going to make the game. Period.
Yeah.
They told the development team, all right, announced that you're going to make Skate 4. Like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like put a skate game in the background, so it looks like they prepared for this announcement.
Right.
Anyway, we should go.
Aerial Knights Never Yield. That's a
that
runner.
Game looks really good.
It's got a good style to it.
Yeah,
killer soundtrack.
Aerial Knights is the developer, and I guess the musician. I guess I don't know.
It takes according to The Verge, it takes place in a futuristic take on Detroit, one inspired in part by Tokyo, and it has a soundtrack that jumps between hip hop and jazz, which is like perfect.
Yeah. Sounds good. It looks fun too.
Yeah.
It gave me a Sayonara Wild Hearts vibe just from the way like the characters looked.
Sure.
It's just mainly just the character models. That was pretty much it. Like they're all pretty simplified. No textures really. So
one of the more interesting ones, which is cool that you got. I just watched your reaction right away because I didn't know what was going on.
The Longing.
Yeah, The Longing. I'm glad that you.
The Longing looked good. That was my favorite one actually.
Such a. I love the art style, but such a weird. I'm sorry that I didn't hear about it before, honestly.
Some salad finger shit going on.
Yeah, he has David Firth art like right when you pop it open. Like that's one of his little pictures in the paintings he has on his wall is something from David Firth. Oh. But yeah, it's a game that takes and it caught me off guard too. It's like 400 days. I'm like, okay, so like what each day is like what like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and then 400 real life days, cool. Real time, and we're like, okay,
oh, that's pretty cool.
So in 400 days, stay tuned for the games gone by.
Yeah.
We'll make David play logging.
Oh yeah.
Dave, we'll give you a year heads up.
He'll
But
enjoy it.
I played a little bit of it. And it's funny how like fucking slow he walks, because it's like nothing really matters. He's constantly saying, "He's like, this is my life. Guess I'm just gonna do this."
I'm gonna be honest. Just sounds like, I'm sure the concept could be kind of neat, but looking at it, it just seems so fucking dumb.
No, it's definitely not a David game.
Mr. Positivity, Jesus.
It's very it feels, I mean, it feels kind of gamey the way like the idea is, but it feels very artsy, and I'm a sucker for a cool idea. I'll take a cool idea any day of the week. Which is exactly what this is. It's a very interesting and bizarre but cool idea.
Yeah, so that game was cool.
Yeah, so I've been booting that up a little bit. Annapurna with the double feature with Hindsight and Last Stop.
Both looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I can't, like, if you asked me which one was which, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Last Stop was the one that interested you the most.
Yeah, one was pretty vague, and the other one was like, like swapping between characters. It seemed like. Or something.
Yeah, so Last Stop is from the people that made Virginia, and I really didn't like Virginia.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that it looked Virginia-esque. So
yeah, right. I like walking simulators. Virginia was one I did not get into. Yeah. It was just something about it just did not really hit home with me.
Because there's no dialogue, maybe. It was so vague that maybe it was just like...
It felt like it was trying too hard to be interesting, you know?
If you're going to do a game that has no dialogue like that at all, then you have to have, like, more of a... I don't know. Not better graphics, I don't want to say that.
More of a presence.
Have, like, yeah, more of a presence. Like, you can't go too... I don't know, simplistic with your 3D graphics. 2D graphics you could probably do.
Yeah, like I said, it just something about it just really didn't hit me the way I would watch it.
If your characters look like they're from Super Hot, then I don't think you're gonna be able to do it.
Super hot. But Annapurna's been kind of killing it lately, so good on them.
Hey, good fucking job, Annapurna. Wow, good for you. You're making good stuff. Wow, what a bunch of assholes. Why don't you let me make something good for once?
Do it.
Assholes.
Yeah, fuckers.
Yeah, fuckers. Think you're better than me? Yeah, of course you are.
Next up is There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension.
That was one of the shadow drops. I heard that game's pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that on Steam for sure, though. It looks kind of too point and clicky for me to want to play it on Switch.
I watched some gameplay. It didn't look like it, but because it's gonna be a lot of different games. It's like what it kept looking like. It looked like Super Mash if it was good. So,
really quick, chat box wants to chime in saying the only walking sim I ever played was Everyone's Gone to the Rapture, and that's when I realized I don't like walking sims. That was one of the weaker ones, though.
That one's. I didn't play it. Technically, I watched it, which is pretty much playing it. Because
you played it.
You literally do nothing. You walk. That game is so pretentious. I couldn't.
I gotta play it eventually. Still,
it is so fucking pretentious.
Is it more than Dear Esther?
I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a shit about the story. I understand what's happening. It's stupid. I don't care.
Is that more pretentious than Dear Esther?
I didn't play Dear Esther, so
I was able to sit through Dear Esther, but it definitely didn't. It definitely felt like you're trying way too hard to make something. But again, it's the first one to do it, so I guess it does mean something. But right. In the grand scheme of things, that was one I always wanted to, but I never heard good things about it, so I never actually did. But it looked cool when it was being made. But hey, like we said, hey, chat box, if you want a fucking good walking sim, What Remains of Edith Finch, do that.
Yeah, that one I will vouch for 100%.
Yeah, do that.
That's a good one, because that one's not even a walking sim, because there's actual gameplay.
Yeah,
like you're doing things.
Activity.
Yeah, so it's not. I would even call that a walking sim, because like Gone Home is a walking sim, which is great also, I think, because that one does a great job of telling its story. And it's actually an interesting story, and also it's creepy. That whole house is fucking terrifying. Every light is out. I'm like, ugh. Like I was playing that game, I wasn't too sure if Gone Home.
What other prominent walking sims are there that we can probably suggest?
Firewatch
is a game I liked, then didn't like, but slowly grow liking again over time.
Sadly, they'll never finish their second game, but
God, dude, that trailer is so fucking good. Still, I watch it every once in a while. Really still, good. Oh man, that
It's
sucks.
a good trailer. The song is what makes the trailer for sure.
Yeah, I saw that song on my phone too.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, give me one more, and then we'll move on because I have another comment to read.
I heard what's the guy's name? Carter? Something Carter? Ethan Carter?
Oh, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Yeah, Vash. I heard that one's great, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Oh,
I feel like I played a lot.
Another one I had in my brain.
Why do I feel like I play a lot, but I just can't remember them on top of my head because I'm on the spot?
Because they're walking simulators and they're boring.
List best.
Walking. Not that many walking simulators anymore. So
good.
Hey, I can tell you what the worst one was. Like completely the worst one. It was called The Park. That game fucking sucks. Don't play that one.
Is that the one with the old lady?
No, that's the one that's like it's trying to do like some like horror Silent Hill shit, and it's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
it's like hour long, and you literally do nothing. So garbage. The Park, terrible. No, I know which one you're talking about, though, David. You're talking about the one where you play as an old lady and you just sit down on a bench. Yeah. Is that the one you're talking about? I think that one's actually called The Bench.
That was one I played.
I saw that and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, it's one of those pretentious ones where you're like, reflect. I'm like, I'm not gonna reflect with your PS2 graphics. Fuck off.
There was one that actually I remember. I forgot about this. I need to make a note of it. That Dragon Cancer. That's the one that got nominated at.
I didn't want to play that. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, I know that's definitely gonna be rough. So
Yeah, like What Remains of Edith Finch is one thing when you're telling a fictional story, but when we get real, I'm like, I don't know. I'm okay. I already hate my life.
I'm okay, Dad.
I'm okay, Dad.
Yeah, that Dragon Cancer looks like one of those really hard ones, but I'll go through that.
I gotta tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I don't even play it. It's amazing.
Oh, and actually, that's the fucking one. I fucking love, and it might be a Games Gone By one day. I love the Beginner's Guide. That is
Stanley Parable.
Yeah, I was gonna say that right at the end too.
That might actually be the best one.
That I would.
Like, I love What Remains of Edith Finch, but Stanley Parable is still like
it's clever. It's just so clever.
Storytelling, it's still like up there with the best. In my opinion.
But yeah, I
I knew he was gonna say that.
The Beginner's Guide's a game that probably actually that's the game that was on my mind a lot when I was thinking about it too. Was that game really hit me hard by the end of it, and I was like, fucking, like after I beat that game, I literally just like laid there for an hour. I'm like, all right, I need to fucking.
Where'd you lay?
I
chair?
No. Like that wasn't my computer. It was in my bedroom. So like, all right,
did you die?
Flop on my bed. I'm like,
You just go on the ground.
Dude, that game
fucked me up, bro.
That game really did fuck me up.
I was the same way when I finished Knack 2. So
yeah,
I will say, House of Fate and Morgana. That's how it was. I just needed a long fucking sit after that game.
Hey, right now.
Was it because it took you 100 hours?
Yeah, 100 hours. One rating point per hour.
There you go.
It has 100 right now.
But that might be a Games Gone By someday.
I'm excited to play that finally.
I think it might be Games Gone By someday. Blake 316 puts up Persona 5 fucked me up, put me straight to sleep. Yeah.
God, their asses.
April says
play Persona 4 if you want a fun one.
I haven't played it, but I want to play it so bad. Which one are you talking about? Chatbox says, did you guys play Observation? No, that's on my list though.
Observation I heard is pretty good.
Chatbox also
says there's that one I still want to play. I think it's called Event Zero. Is that what it's called? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's the one where you actually communicate with an AI.
I think so. It sounds familiar.
It's not really a walking sim. It's more of a puzzle game, but it just reminded me of that. I think it's called Event Zero, where it's actually an AI. They program an AI, so you actually ask him like, because you're trying to get off the ship or whatever, and he won't let you. It's like some PAL ship, but you actually make pals with him. Like, hey, what's up, man? Yo, you getting AI pussy lately? You know, you can say that. I don't think you respond well.
Hey, Perry says Firewatch is the one he wants to play so bad. I really recommend it. It still looks incredible, and
hey, all the character stuff in that is fantastic, and it looks great.
Yeah.
If you play that, I highly recommend you turn off the indicator on the map.
Yeah, turn off the Like you can look at a map. You can look at a map.
Yeah, on the map, you can still look at the map, but there's no indicator where you are on the map. So you actually have to I have to go this way. Like you have to actually look at it
and navigate yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to immerse yourself in the world. If I play that game again, I'll definitely do that. Because I only did for like the last hour of the game.
Sure.
And at that point, there was like not much exploration left. It was like, all right, we're wrapping up.
Chatbox says, he goes, I started playing House of Fate and Morgana.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
He also says observation was crazy. The voice acting is great.
Yeah, I heard it.
And then April says, "I'll keep that in mind."
Yeah. I do want to. I want to get House of Fata Morgana, but I'm gonna get the collector's edition. So it's just like it's $40 and another $90 for the collector's edition on limited run. But I really want to get it.
Are you not gonna open it?
I also have like all these other games to play. I probably will at this point. You know?
That's I'm getting the collector's. I'm just gonna open it. I don't really mind.
Yeah, I
I'm
probably
getting
will.
collector's edition because I'm
well, no
still
shit.
kicking myself for missing out. Well, again, I'm still kicking myself for not just biting the bullet and getting it beforehand when I blind bought it. But now that I fucking love the game so much, yeah. Like, honestly, I just feel like really Switch is a fantastic platform for that.
Of course.
Especially if you're not someone with like a laptop, Switch is fucking perfect for it.
Of course.
Of course.
You merely adopted the doc, Bane.
It's been almost. We haven't done the.
It's been 1 second. It's been almost 10 years since Dark Knight Rises came out. Just want to throw that out there.
Shizzle, no,
Next year it'll be 10 years. Anyway, go
ahead. Real quick side tangent. Because we didn't do the "What have you watched" thing that we introduced for like 2 episodes, but didn't return to.
We haven't watched anything.
Clearly. I've been going through the Harley Quinn DC show. It's actually not too bad.
Oh, I heard it was good.
I really want to watch that. I mean, that's gonna be a thing I do. Maybe in the near future. I was gonna do that last month, and then I was like, I should watch Demon Slayer though.
Demon Slayer is fantastic, but no.
Yeah.
Bane and Poison Ivy and just Alan Tudyk in general, fucking good show. Goddamn.
Yeah. And actually, a friend of mine showed me a couple clips of just that. I was like, "That's pretty good." And he does the fucking Dark Knight Rises voice.
Yes,
it's just great.
Last thing before we move back onto the indie world is April says one more thing: is Absolver any good? I heard that was.
Oh, that's not a walking sim. I don't think that's a beat 'em up game, right?
Yeah, but I heard that was good, right?
Oh, Observer is he talking about?
No, he's an Absolver.
Absolver? Okay.
I thought that was good. I thought I heard good things about it.
Yeah, I heard it's good. It's a beat 'em up kind of like multiplayer game.
All right,
I heard it's good.
Back on it. We have TMNT.
Yeah, they didn't show too much. They showed more gameplay.
Though.
Looks great. Yeah, Shredder's Revenge looks great.
We have Chris Tales.
Yeah, which looks awesome. Looks so good. Hype for that.
We have Getsu Fumaden Undying Moon.
That game looks really good. It looks like wait, is that the one I'm thinking of?
It's the Roguevania 2D action game.
Oh, that one looks good too. Where's the fucking one game that's like an action like a 3D platformer action game?
Aztec Forgotten Gods. Literally the next one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. 3D action adventure tells the story of Acti.
Yeah. That game
one
really
I'm actually kind of intrigued by.
Yeah, Getsu Fumaden. That one looks good too, though.
Next up is Skull the Hero Slayer.
Yeah, that one actually I didn't know what that was until it said the name. I was like, I heard of that game before. They've been hyping it up for the last few months, actually, like on IGN and stuff. I just never watched a trailer for it.
Right.
But once I saw the title, I was like, that sounds familiar. It looks good.
And the final one, or not the final one, actually. I think. No, never mind. There's more. I don't know why it's the final.
Yeah, there's more. Yeah, there's a couple more.
Art of Rally, which is something I'm super interested in. That's the very minimalist rally race game.
Yeah, it looked cool. That was in a montage though.
Yeah, I think that was shown off. Where was it shown off at? Because I saw it somewhere else. It might even been.
I'm sure it was somewhere else.
Yeah. Kiwi, or Kiwi.
It's like
it's the bird.
The bird.
Here's the one that I thought was
fun.
super interesting, and I'm glad you caught your attention. Is the Where's Waldo looking game, Labyrinth City?
Yeah, that looked really cool.
I love that art style.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Weaving Tides, which is a Zelda-like dungeons apparently.
Yeah. Yep.
Here's a big one. I know David got hyped for this.
Yeah.
House of the Dead remake. Which why did it get shown up?
They announced that
in a montage.
It was like when they announced Stubbs a zombie. I'm like, what the fuck? That should have been its own direct.
I feel like they could have gone away with doing its own thing. That could even been like a fun little opener too.
That should have been. I don't know what that should, because they had a trailer too that came out after. Did you see that?
I'm always curious about what the.
Yeah.
I'm always curious like how these work. Do the developers pay Nintendo and then they have to like submit something, or does Nintendo curate them and say, well, we don't think this will work? I want to get into the nitty gritty of that. That'd be super interesting. But yeah, this is cool. Glad that happened.
Yeah, it's really cool. It looked. By the way, I will say, I think it's the same people that did the Panzer Dragoon remake.
Yes.
Which it's not great on Switch, but I heard it's really good on the PC. Which I should have bought. It was on sale recently from PC. I'm sure on Switch it's better now. Anyway,
they put a lot of work into patching it.
Yeah. Also, that makes more sense as a PC game anyway. Just like you, yeah. Anyway, that remaking, like, you have to do a good job. I think with House of the Dead, if you make it look even worse, that actually I feel like that would make it look better. Like, if it looks like chunky and dumb, like it would actually fit well with this game. So it doesn't look great, but it looks perfect for House of the Dead, I think.
Before I get to that point,
what it should.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
quick.
And the voice acting is terrible. Perfect.
Hey, Pepperoni, you have a good night, man. And then Adbacky, I
Pepperoni.
appreciate the 10 months of subscription with Prime. Much appreciated.
yeah.
I agree that the shittier House of the Dead looks, the better.
Yeah, and I never played a lot of the House of the Dead 1. I was more of a like which one was not on the Wii?
2 is
2 and 3, right?
were on the Wii.
Yeah, 2
Is
and 3.
4?
And I played House of the Dead 4 on Xbox. So, and of course I played it at the arcade sometimes, but and Overkill. I love Overkill. So actually,
4 was PS3.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No.
Yeah,
No, House of the Dead 4 is on Xbox
Overkill
original.
edition.
Well, it might have been on there too, but it was on Xbox. I'm pretty sure, unless it's 3. I'm thinking of.
I think you're thinking.
I played one on Xbox. Whatever one was on the original Xbox, I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I just got.
That might be 3.
Because I got
House of the Dead 3
the numbers
was on
don't
it,
really
yeah.
matter.
Yeah, no, they don't.
That's the one.
It's because
the numbers don't really matter.
It's because I bought House of the Dead 4 on PSN because I know that's a PSN exclusive game.
Yeah.
So I grabbed that before that thing fucking disappeared forever.
All right, well I didn't play 4 then because I never played that.
You're missing out, man. You just gotta fucking play the sequels, man.
Yeah, well, I can't play it anymore if it's a PSN exclusive.
Well, you're gonna play a PS3 game, right? Or pull the PS3 out. You got the Move controller still.
Yeah, there's somewhere. I don't fucking know.
Next up is Ender Lilies,
Yeah, I don't even remember what that one was.
a dark fantasy Metroidvania fairy tale.
I'm sorry. I don't remember that one. The other ones I have vague memories of. I mean, this is why you shouldn't show shit in a fucking montage.
I get montages if they're games that have been already previously announced. Yeah.
Well, House of the Dead, that's one thing you can get away with that because everybody knows what House of the Dead is. So it's just like, oh, cool. But Ender Lilies, the fuck is that?
Chatbox says Ender Lilies is great. I have it on Steam. There you go.
Okay, so it's already out. All right,
Seal
but
approval.
I don't know what it is. So
let's see. We have
I want to look it up actually.
Beasts
I actually
of
want to watch that.
Maravilla Land.
I don't
The
know.
hell did you
I have
call
no
me?
idea. Yeah. Stop calling him names. What the fuck's wrong with you? He's fragile. Look at him.
And that's it.
No, we're not done. We have to talk about Oxenfree. Oh, you spoiled that already. Thanks, dick.
Yeah, man. They put it at the top of the show. You got the American version.
Yeah, man.
I like how in this. I know everyone's been making this joke, but I do love that we had Ollie Oxenfree in this direct year.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yep. No, it's
You
Ollie
shut
Ollie
up.
World Oxenfree actually too.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, so that joke doesn't
Yeah,
work.
fuck
Everybody
off.
making that joke. I hope you'd stop.
How do you feel bad about it?
I don't feel bad about shit. Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, I'll be in your house. It smells like pizza in here.
Speaking of pizza, the Resident Evil showcase happened. Gore, you watched all that.
That doesn't even make any fucking sense. But all right, pizza has nothing to do with Resident
Fuck
Evil.
off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
We're gonna
Capcom.
have an angry rant from Gore in this one at the end.
Well, yeah, and not that angry, but it's gonna be upset because the showcase was really good. I really liked it. Surprises. There's a couple that I really like.
Mercenaries. I've been not watching it specifically because of I don't want to watch or get spoiled by the story when I'm still gonna play through the whole series.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably for the best because they do confirm one thing in this trailer that was so fucking obvious anyway.
Yeah,
they confirm it in this trailer. I'm like, all right. Yeah.
But it was cool to see Mercenaries come back though. Hell yeah.
Mercenaries, hell yeah. I wish they made it online though, because I love Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries. I thought that was really fun. That was online.
I know we're jumping ahead. Chatbox says in the chat, I hate the way they're doing the demos.
Yeah, I honestly I don't care.
What are they doing with the demos?
I'm not fucking. We'll talk about it in a second. We should go through it as they.
Sure. So go with the original with the beginning, Gore, because you're the only one that watched that.
Okay. So it opens up obviously. One thing I want to shout out, I forgot her last name, but her name's
Brittany
something.
Brombacher.
There you go. I don't follow journalists.
You know her, David. She's the one that did We're Not Dead back in the day.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, see, you fucking idiot. But all right, so she shows up, blah blah blah. She makes a joke referencing the fandom for the tall lady. That was actually pretty funny. So I want to
she's a huge fucking Resident Evil fan. Like,
yeah,
stupidly like huge with it. So good for her.
Hell yeah. So anyway, I just want to give her a shout out because no Japanese businessman would show up and do that. So like, imagine I forgot his name, the one that showed up.
What was the joke?
Talking about the demo. The joke. It was just like it wasn't even really. It was just a passing joke. It was just like something about stepping on people or what I forgot what the joke was actually. I don't remember. It was about like everybody wants to get hurt by her because she's a big lady. And she referenced that, so I thought it was cute. Cool. I don't remember the joke. I just thought it was funny that she referenced it. But that was cute. Anyway, right after that, of course, they show Resident Evil 8 Village trailer. No one's calling it Resident Evil 8. That's upsetting. Resident Evil Village trailer. And that was actually the best trailer they showed so far. It gave us a good idea of what the story is, but without spoiling a lot. If you didn't play Resident Evil 7 yet, then it does spoil some stuff. Because obviously,
right?
You know, they expect you to have played Resident Evil 7 for 8, I guess. It's a
4.
Yeah, I was actually considering making that a Games Gone By earlier last year, but I didn't. So I should have. I didn't. If I had October, I probably would have made it, but I didn't have fucking October.
I wonder what it's like having October.
You'll know next year.
You'll never know unless you win the fan vote, I guess. Then you'll know. But I don't think you will because I'm going to pick a big one. So you better pick a big one too. Anyway,
I'm gunning for that. I'm gunning for
Resident Evil 7.
Look, I got my finger on the pulse.
Finger up your ass. Yeah.
I tend to win. So listen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, he wins a lot. He does win a lot of those. So I think Adrian's the only one that doesn't win them because
I pick a game that I want to play and I don't want to like feed into these.
I always pick a game I want to play. So
David
doesn't want to play again. Yeah, that's true. Well, he wants to play them, but neither of us want to play them. So
yeah, there's a key difference there. I always like playing this shit.
Yeah, he likes playing. What was it again? Street Fighter
Cross fucking Mega Man.
Bloodstained we wanted to play. Bloodstained was good. And something else. There was another stupid one in there. But oh yeah.
I don't actively like try to win because I don't like pick too many like games. But I know for October I'm gonna take that away from David though. So I'm definitely picking like a fan favorite something. I don't want David to have October.
I already have mine locked.
Yeah,
we're all just gonna come in with like Resident Evil, Silent Hill. Just
no, those aren't gonna win. Me and Gore are picking some that we think fans actually.
Call of Duty, Fortnite.
Ooh, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty zombies.
The zombies. Ooh, Fortnite, Halloween. You get dressed up as Avoy and fucking Nene and shit. Fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even watch that video.
Anyway, Resident Evil.
Anyway, the trailer was great. It was a great trailer. After that, they started talking about the demo, which is unfortunate because I was assuming they were just gonna say it's out now, just like they did with the Maiden demo. They didn't. Not only did they not do that, the first thing they said was a demo's coming May 1st. I was like, that's like 6 days before the game comes out. What the fuck? And then they said, all right, that's for every other console. That's for multi-platform consoles. That demo's coming out for May 1st. But PS4 and PS5, we get it on the 17th of August, obviously. Of August, April. August.
Gore's announcing a delay right now.
Months. Yeah, a delay of the demo. The game's coming out. The demo's delayed. We got to polish the demo up. But no, the 17th of April, we PS4 and PS5 get it. But also, you don't get it just you get it and that's it. You download it and you have 8 hours to play it. And if you don't play it on the 17th in that span of 8 hours, then you have to wait until the next week, which is the 24th, where a new demo comes out. The first demo is the Village demo, and the second demo, which is on the 24th, is the Castle demo. So you'll be in the castle, obviously you'll be in Village in the first one. You do have I think 60 minutes to play it, and I think you have. It's not like you were just playing one mission. I think you have just 60. They throw you in and just do as much as you want in 60 minutes. So that's kind of cool. I like when demos do that, where it's not just like a set piece. It's
Right.
like just do whatever, fucking run around. Who cares? But you have a time span of 8 hours. They said. To explore in one demo, and then a week later you can play the other demo, and it's the same thing. You have 8 hours, and then a week later after that, then everybody else gets the same option. I think you get both demos at the same time for everybody else. A week after the second demo. I know it's really confusing, but the way they set it out was really fucking confusing. So demo for us, the Village one comes out in 2 days as of recording. It's probably out by the time this is posted, but and then the 24th is the second demo for PS4 and PS5. And then the 2 demos we got coming out for everybody else on the 1st of May. So, which is really annoying, but I do like that we get 2 demos. That's kind of cool. So, hey, and I do like that they're giving us enough time to really explore it. Not enough time if you're busy, obviously, because you only have 8 hour span. They're also making it so that I think David, I think our time it's like 7, so like 7 p.m. So if you're done,
okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Cut off a bit of my.
They should make it at least a day. Fuck off.
It might be 6 actually. I need to look.
I just don't get why I almost get putting a time limit in order to make sure that we know that someone's gonna go ahead dump this, rip so much data out of it.
Yeah.
So I get wanting to put some kind of time limit, but 8 hours, fuck me, dude.
Yeah. And I think you can only play it once too. I could be wrong. I think if you play 60 minutes and that's it. I mean, that sucks, but also that makes sense too. That makes sense too. They're giving you 60 minutes to do whatever you want, so you can do this now, and then if you play it again, you can do that. Like, there's no limits. I don't think you could do whatever you want in the 60 minutes. So if somehow you speed run the fucking game, I don't know how you do that. You could beat the entire game in 60 minutes if you somehow figure out a way you can do that immediately. But at least that's what I heard. Maybe there are some limits. I'm not sure. But that 60 minutes is before you get into the castle, obviously, and then next week you get the castle demo, which the castle one's gonna be the scary one, so I don't want to play that one. A village one seems like it's pretty peaceful. I mean, not peaceful, but it's gonna be comparatively, it's gonna be peaceful. It's like when you get the castle's gonna get all dark and scary, and there's goblins everywhere.
I think we pre-ordered the limited editions, didn't we?
I didn't. No, it's too expensive. I like the Chris statue, but it was like too expensive.
I forget if I did or not.
I forgot to show. I did get the Jill Valentine statue from the Resident Evil 3. I forgot to show that. It's not real, by the way. I should have mentioned that. It was a fake one, but it looked really good. So I was like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. It looked good. So, and it's right next to my Leon, which is also bootleg. So, which looked great.
You should have bootleg Leon and Jill and then get the real Chris.
Yeah, hell yeah. Chris is just like, I'm high quality, bitch. But honestly, like, someone did a comparison of both the Leon and Jill ones, and there's little minute differences, but it's like,
yeah, their eyes go different ways. It's okay though,
which is fine. That's how Leon is in the game. So, you ever look at the game?
Especially after all that boulder punching, you know.
Yeah, well, that's correct.
And so, demo. What was the next story? Was next story the one we're?
All right. After that, then they were like, all right, so that demo shit.
Mercenaries, right?
Let's bring it back a little bit and say, hey, Mercenaries is back, baby, which is really cool. Did you see the gameplay for Mercenaries?
I saw whatever pictures. I didn't want to go into it.
All right, Resident Evil 7 I think has great gameplay. I really do. I love the gameplay of that game. So when they announced the Mercenaries, I got super excited because I know everybody loves Resident Evil 4. I'm not shitting on it, but I don't think the gameplay is amazing.
No, it's definitely more clunky these days. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure some people will say that 4 is better than 7 gameplay wise. I'm sure they'll say that atmosphere wise. I'm sure there's people out there that will say that because
I would
7 can be awkward. I
can probably promise you I'll like 4 more than 7. I won't say it's a better mechanically game though.
7 is like the perfect reboot of the franchise because that's pretty much what it was. It was like so perfect because it was so much like the first 2 games in terms of atmosphere and actually being fucking scary.
Sure.
But still being quirky and weird. And all those family members are amazing. All of them are great. But this game looks like it's opening up. Obviously, it's gonna have a crafty system and all that stuff. But Mercenaries being in there is great. It looks fun. Gameplay wise, it looks on point for what you would want from a new Resident Evil Mercenaries mode.
Sure.
It looks fun. Did you watch it, David? I don't even know.
Yeah, I got bits and pieces of it. I fucking love Mercenaries, especially.
Me too.
I played the hell out of Resident Evil 5. That is still one of my favorites. I feel it's an underappreciated one. I get why though, but man, the Mercenaries mode in that one especially was just fucking pristine.
That was the best part of that game, I think. So much so that when they brought it to the 3DS, and like because that was when the 3DS was new. All I had was that and Ocarina of Time, and I played the shit out of that on 3DS. That was a lot of fun, actually.
How did that control on 3DS? I always
actually controlled good.
Collection, but
I mean, that one makes sense to be on 3DS because you only had the one thumbstick, but you couldn't move and aim. So it's just like when you have to aim, you press the button and then you aim with the thumbstick. So it was actually fine. Okay. It worked perfectly. The one thing is that if you play that game, it has the worst like frame rate when enemies are like further away from the camera. When they're further away, obviously they have to lower the quality so the fucking game can run on the 3DS. And they look like I'm not even kidding. They look like fucking like cardboard cutouts running up to you. And when they get closer, they get more 3D. It's really bad. It's when they're far away, not like like 10 feet away. Like you can see them in the distance and they're kind of like coming at you, and then they start getting more 3D. Anyway, so Mercenaries is back. That's cool. We took a little break from the cool stuff, and then we got a little self-indulgent. They were talking about their 25th anniversary. A bunch of PlayStation people came in and saying like, congratulations.
Mark Cerny without the
Evangelion shit.
Without the knack.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was like Evangelion shit. Congratulations. It's like, what the fuck is happening? And I get it. Yeah, Mark Cerny was there.
Without knack on his wall.
Yeah, that was bullshit. He's a traitor. And one thing I will say, everybody was talking about like, a lot of PlayStation representation here, or PlayStation showing up to their events. And everybody was like, maybe is PlayStation thinking about acquiring Capcom? There was some like... One thing I want to say about that, though, is that Capcom has always been in participation with Sony. Dude,
Street Fighter 5 has been exclusive on there. Just never left.
Every Resident Evil game since 7 has been revealed at a Sony event. Resident Evil 7 was revealed at a Sony event. 2, 3 remakes, Sony event. 8, Sony event. So, I mean, it's been for last few years. Street Fighter 5, like you said. The only thing that wasn't...
sorry, you finished.
No, I was gonna say the only thing that wasn't Capcom related that was shown at a PlayStation was like the Dead Rising games.
Was it Devil May Cry? What was that?
Devil May Cry was Xbox also, but I'm talking about like Resident Evil has always been Sony. Like they make sure to get that.
It's because
minus Resident Evil 4.
I just meant since 7.
GameCube, so
no, I love it says only for GameCube, and now it's literally on fucking phones and VR headsets,
which we'll talk about in a second.
But I was talking about since 7.
So it's because everyone's trying to grasp on thinking somebody's gonna buy a publisher.
I mean, Capcom would be a great choice, but like at this point, Capcom has to be like they're
Capcom's fine right now.
They've always been big, but at this point, they must be huge because Monster Hunter sells extraordinarily well. Resident Evil's back, Devil May Cry is back. All these fucking franchises are back and doing extremely well. Like Sony must have to, really like Bethesda, they were kind of low. They were getting low in there. I'm sure they cost a lot. I'm not saying they didn't, but like feedback wise, a lot of their games
they were dipping more. So
they were
that's a lot of like fanboys that hold on to is like because you had Wolfenstein. The last Wolfenstein wasn't great. Rage 2 didn't do well. Fallout 76 wasn't hot. Doom was really the only shining light in there.
It was like Doom Eternal was great, and they're like, we bought it.
But I'm willing to say that was a bad spot at Bethesda, but I mean, it's still like, it's not like they weren't going to come back from that, personally.
No. They could release one more Skyrim port, and it'd be fine.
Yeah, so, but I mean, like, obviously Microsoft's scooting up, but people are thinking people always think Microsoft's buying someone. There's always rumors and murmurs that and obviously they are. Like, they've even said multiple times there's more in the pipeline. But, people keep thinking somebody's gonna strike back. I don't really think they can. That's the reason why they're funding out third parties to do stuff. That's also why Microsoft kind of does the same thing too, is because they don't want to invest all this money, and that's not really a Japanese way to go things too. That's all Americans kind of the whole. All right, we just gonna buy these people, but Japan's not really about that. But they will partner with them. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I don't see. The other story we have is kind of murmurs. We'll mention here in a little bit, but I don't really see that being a thing. I just see a lot of partnerships, which is like why Sony does why Sony did a partnership with Deathloop and Ghostwire, why they did one with Final Fantasy, why they're doing one with Jade Raymond. That's an easier route, is secure a third-party thing, fund them, let them do the work, but you don't have any of the baggage afterwards. Whereas Microsoft wants to build up the portfolio specifically for Game Pass, which two different routes as people are not getting.
Anyway.
So getting back to it.
So Sony sucks.
Agreed.
Andy, that was the
We'll
message,
talk more about that later too.
Was that what you're trying to say, Hadrian? Sony's awful, and if you like them, you're a fucking scumbag.
I just want my PS4 to work after the battery, man.
Oh, I got a bunch of ink on me. Where the fuck did that come from? Oh, crayon. I forgot I had a marker.
So what's our last thing that you might want to rant about for a quick second?
All right. Well, no. All right. I'll rant about it after I get excited about it, because Resident Evil 4, I've said multiple times, isn't my favorite Resident Evil game. I think it's great, but once I was done with it and I got about halfway through it again, I was okay. I didn't even play it anymore because I don't find that game super addicting. I just don't understand why everybody loves it that much. I get it. You can love it. Don't dab.
I fucking love that game.
Sure, but I mean, it's better than 5.
It's got a lot of replay value, specifically because of the guns, especially the new game plus guns. I think are super fun.
I understand. Yeah, Resident Evil has always had that, but yeah, Resident Evil 4, I get that. I get that. I just like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 were all really short games. Resident Evil 4 is like fucking 80 hours long. It feels like, at least. So, which is ridiculous. No Resident Evil game needs to be that long. Village, I'm getting a little worried that it's going to be that long too. Which it's going to be open world semi. So it'll be one of those things where like you have side shits that won't feel like it's like never ending because you.
Chris,
like,
find my cat.
Stuff. Yeah, hey, I need you to find my cat, Ethan.
And then last mission, Chris, kill God.
Yeah, I wish it did that. I mean, that'd be a very Capcom thing to do too. They used to make JRPGs.
Used to.
Still waiting for Breath of Fire.
So you're not big. You hate Resident Evil 4. All right, what's your next point?
Yeah, I hate that piece of shit. But finally, they're making it good by giving it so you can hold the knife and the gun at the same time.
Do a little flippy knife with knife.
Just throw it in. I was so surprised when they said Resident Evil 4 Oculus. I was like, or they showed Oculus and then showed Resident Evil 4. I was like, okay, so it's going to be like the same game, except now they make it so that you can move the gun. And you can see through his eyes. I didn't think they would make it so that you could actually like just toss the gun in the air and fucking interact with everything. Dude, that's
actually heavily modify the game.
What is perfect is that they've been trying to make Leon into this like badass action hero, kind of like a John Wick for the last like few years. Now you can actually do some John Wick shit. You could like tap them in the knees, grab them in the face, shoot them.
So fucking excited, dude.
I'm really excited for that. It looks great.
Oh, is that the Oculus? You can play that, right? You're muted.
I'm not muted. I'm not saying it.
Oh.
I can't play it because I decided to buy an Oculus Quest. I decided to fuck them. I decided to buy an Oculus Quest 1, which is my fault. I should have knew that in a span of 2-3 months that they were going to completely ditch something that wasn't even a fucking year old. And make an Oculus Quest 2, which had slightly better.
Which I almost didn't buy. Everything. I almost went with the Oculus 1 because I heard the straps on the 1 were better and that there's really not that much of a difference. Now, apparently, like a year in, they're like, oh, by the way, Oculus 2, we're going to have the 120 hertz. You're going to have wireless AirPlay. We're going to give you Resident Evil 4 exclusive on here.
Yeah. So, even though I'm excited for it, I hope this game bombs. And, I hope no one likes it. I hope it's terrible, and I hope Capcom gets shut down.
Why are you? That's your fault for being a first adopter.
Yeah, that's my fault for getting something that everybody said was amazing, and you should get it. It's like that's why I got the Oculus Quest. Everybody was saying how great it was. It's the future of VR. No fucking wire. Everything looks pretty good on it. Not amazing, but it's good enough. Everything runs well. The controllers are great. Everything's great about it. Okay, cool. Sorry, bro. You should have got the second one, which we didn't even announce when you bought the first.
That's like a South Park joke right there.
Not even a year later, they came out with Oculus Quest 2. That's the quickest fucking upgrade I've ever seen for a console.
That's like a South Park joke. You walk in, hell yeah, and then you're walking out, and they just put a sign up for 2.
It's gone. Yeah, what a bunch of fucking dicks. Anyway, so Oculus Quest 2. Honestly, it's probably not even Capcom's fault. It's fucking Facebook. I bet it is. I bet they say, yeah, we can't. The power of the Quest is not big
Does
enough
not
for a
compel
fucking
you.
60-year-old game, for a 17-year-old game at this point. You have to put it on the Quest 2 exclusively. Fucking dicks.
Yeah,
anyway, I hope it does come to PC eventually.
I saw you get super excited. I'm like, did he miss the 2 part? And then I assumed
I saw the 2-part, but I just thought they were, because they don't sell the Oculus Quest anymore. So I assumed they wouldn't want to advertise Oculus Quest 1.
I would assume they just said. I would assume if they just wanted, they just say Oculus Quest.
I just assumed because Oculus Quest 2 is such a slight upgrade that every game on Quest 2 would work on Quest 1 because it's the same fucking headset, except the battery is a little bit better and the Retina is slightly better. That's all. Every review I've seen of the Quest 2, because I watched them for sure after hearing Quest fucking 2 was coming out 3 months after buying the fucking Quest 1, and it's $100 cheaper too, by the way, which is some bullshit. That it's not that big of an upgrade. So I was like, all right, well, it's just like an iPhone. They'll still be, iPhone gets like support for a little while until it doesn't. Obviously,
is there hand tracking on the one?
Yeah.
How good is it?
It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know how good it is on Quest 2, but it was pretty good.
I'm kind of curious if that might be. I'm trying to figure out like what the main reason is, if there is a tech limitation.
No, they want to, because the Quest 2 is selling extremely well. Quest 1 was selling pretty good. Quest 2 is selling so fucking well that I'm assuming Facebook just said fuck it and they got rid of Quest 1, and I think they stopped making every other fucking Oculus thing. So it's just like the only thing that's out.
It's on a Rift, which is weird to me.
Yeah, no, they don't even sell Rift anymore. They don't sell it.
Well, that's what I was actually about ready to say. Is that's the joys of PC gaming. Is there are people that mod Rift and the other games there, so that way they work with one another. So you'll be able to still play it down the road. Yeah.
If this does end up going to PC, then I can still play. I can just use my Oculus Quest. But it says exclusively for Quest 2. Hopefully that means they're just talking about like the headsets. It's exclusive for this headset, but you'll be able to play on PC. But who knows? Probably not. I guess we'll find out. They're having Oculus
unless
Quest,
it was a big like Facebook
showcase
push to be like, we just want to put on just for Oculus.
Well, they're doing an Oculus Quest showcase next week, which now I'm just gonna be like, oh my fucking god, what else is gonna come out that I can't play? It's like
Beyond Good and Evil 2 is now confirmed for Oculus 2.
I was just about to say Beyond Good and Evil shit and like fucking Overwatch VR or some shit, but oh,
literally every single Red Dead Redemption 2 VR.
Yeah, I'd fucking figure. You
can sell yours though and make a small amount, at least put it towards
people still actually I could probably sell mine and get most of the money, or even
just do it
really close to the amount of money I can that a Quest 2 goes for. And mine's used but not too used. So yeah, I mean it's dusty. I wonder why. It'll be real dusty in a year when there's no fucking games on it. So yeah.
I love my Oculus.
I do too. I love it so much that I hate it now because it's fucking Oculus Quest 2, a slight upgrade that has already made this obsolete. That it doesn't. Whatever. Fuck it.
I almost bought the 1 too, but I think it was actually easier to buy the 2.
Yeah, it's good you did it. I mean, 1 is also expensive compared to 2.
Oh yeah, that's why I bought it too.
It's $100 more for the Quest. Well, now you can't even buy it anymore. But at the time when Quest 2 is coming out, it was still $100 more to buy the first one. So that right there just tells you that they really didn't want the Quest 1 to be around too long. I should have just fucking assumed that after releasing their new version.
Just get rid of it. Just sell it right now and just put it towards 2.
Well, I'm sure everybody's gonna do that though. That has a Quest 1, because Resident Evil 4 will sell that system.
Yeah, sure. Dude, I'm playing the shit out of that. Someone on my Twitter mentions goes like, that's not the Resident Evil 4 thing that we all really wanted. I'm like, you're right. But hell yeah, I'll take one last port, one last ride.
I mean, that's the thing. We already know the remake's happening. So
yeah.
So we know it's happening. So this is just a bonus.
But hey, if I'm able to get one last port out of that game, but have it be a really dope ass, like they really went and then just made it like really fucking weird with the VR stuff. And
yeah, there's also one thing we forgot to mention. They did show a trailer for that Netflix show coming out.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, you didn't watch it. That's right, I forgot. David, did you watch the whole show or just the
just bits and pieces?
Bits and pieces. Okay. So the trailer wasn't too much. It's Leon and Claire and it's the same voice actors that played them in the remake, which is cool. Didn't really fit Leon the way he looks now because he still has that kind of like. I mean, I'm pretty sure the voice actor is a grown man, but he sounds like a teenager. And it doesn't really fit with like he looks like Leon from Resident Evil 4. It's actually him 2 years later, so it's a little weird. Doesn't quite fit. But they do reference that you will meet the president, Ashley's father, in it. So I don't know.
Hell yeah.
It is a cool trailer. It looks like the CG animated Resident Evil movies, except now it's a show, which those are fun. So
before we leave Resident Evil, last comment chat box had was in the CG movies, Leon is very John Wick.
Oh yeah, no, the last one, Vendetta, dude. There's a whole like 5-minute sequence that is. I said this in my review. I got fucking shit on. It is a ripoff of John Wick. He's doing exactly what John Wick would do. Fun movie, but there's a whole sequence in a hallway where he's fighting zombies and he's doing like he's like flipping off. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? There's zombies. You could get bit, bro.
And,
like, why would you grab him?
He's just a regular police officer.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess at this point, he's been fighting zombies for a little while. Sure. So, all right. And if he did that Resident Evil 2 remake, then he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
David, I know. I guess we're all talking about it. I just put PlayStation's being a little lame right now, but there's multiple outlets we could talk about this with. The patch thing that was kind of going around that looks like it might just be a false alarm, but we're still not sure. Either way,
it's not confirmed.
Not confirmed, so we won't really touch on that until we get a confirmation or not. However, we did get a lot of news. The very lot of conflicting reports. It's Jason Schreier versus everyone else, pretty much, where he's like, "I'm right," and they're like, "You're wrong," and we just don't know who to believe. So apparently, the way it goes is that Ben was trying to do Days Gone 2, and they got denied, and they got kind of like drafted into Naughty Dog North, which is what they get joked as. And then apparently we're getting a Last of Us remake for some godforsaken reason.
All right. Now, if it ends up being not a remake and just another remaster, I mean, that's fucking annoying.
They said it's going to be pretty much everything with Last of Us 2. So gameplay of Last of Us 2 and Last of Us 1.
It's going to look Last of Us. Okay. I mean, that's
I don't need this.
I don't know why we don't.
Now, if Last of Us was left on PS3 and not remastered and touched up even more with the fucking PS5 updates, if it was like a Demon's Souls thing, if it was lost on PS3, awesome. I welcome it. Let's fucking bring it in. But we got a remaster on PlayStation 4, and we got even more bump ups on.
Too.
Yeah, it looked better. Performance was fucking great.
Way better, actually.
And it got even more bump up lately with the PS4 Pro. We don't need another fucking remake of the game. I think it's because they want to cash in on the HBO series, but remake.
It won't even be out by then.
Shout outs to I need to go look for his Twitter. Someone on Twitter said, "Why are we remaking Last of Us 1? Remake Last of Us 2. What the fuck are we doing?" Right. Shout outs to that guy.
Well, if they did, they'd probably make it worse.
You know what?
Ellie would be giant and Broly too. And then they'll have they rip their shirts off. They go at the end, and they just like fucking beat each other up. And then like they both hate each other at the same time, and the world explodes. Big.
And then
explosion. It'll be like Godzilla versus Kong, except bigger.
Yeah. And then and then Abby's running as a punch a boulder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she punches a boulder, but it like goes like fucking 80 miles per hour right into Ellie. It's like some Dragon Ball Z. It's like I'm envisioning
Akuma's
like Ellie goes Super Saiyan.
Some Asura's Wrath shit.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, that's pretty the same thing. It's the same.
But yeah, so we don't need Last of Us right now, at all.
Oh, you know what? This is the thing. No, but I know when it comes out.
I'm gonna play it. I get it. I'm gonna fucking play the game.
I mean, I'm gonna play it.
You are the problem.
No, well,
you guys are the problem. Jesus.
No,
fuck.
I'm not the problem because I'm not 100% against it. So I don't give a shit honestly. If Ben's studio is either gonna make this or get shut down, then I'd rather them make this.
Well,
because I don't think
the thing is if you remake any Last of Us is like a top game of all time for me. If you remake any fucking game like that with better stuff, I'm just gonna play it because it's better in general. You can do that with literally any game. Like if they remake Halo 2 right now, say, all right, we'll make Halo 2 look like it's built for a fucking Xbox Series X. I'm gonna fucking replay Halo 2 again. Like you can do that with any game. That's the kind of thing. However, literally once you start to step out that spectrum, even just a little bit, if it's not quite in my top echelon of the games, Stop it. We don't. As someone who fucking loves that series right now.
Put that Michael Jordan gift. Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, even like right now, as fucking someone that loves the fucking Last of Us, we don't need this remake right now. Like we're so close.
Oh, you're not gonna get it right now, so don't worry about it.
We're so close to Last of Us 2, unfortunately.
This ain't gonna come out until like 2024.
But but even so, like we're still even close to The Last of Us just being remastered enough that we don't need it. Like we don't.
This will be out by the time we're all dead.
You know what sucks is the whole story was that they pitched a remake of Uncharted 1, which awesome. I think that much more needs.
I don't think Uncharted
much more needs.
Well, sure.
Much more than Last of Us.
I agree that it hasn't aged that well, but I don't really like. That's not an important game to me. Like, Uncharted 2 is important.
I would be excited about that actually.
Uncharted 2 would be awesome actually. Uncharted 1, I don't know. And Uncharted 1 already got a remake, kind of.
See, here's kind of
because they fixed a lot of those problems.
Here, so I think this is where you and I differ for sure. I would much rather a remake of a game that does not hold up that well versus a remake of a game that's fantastic.
No, I don't.
Because I would prefer Uncharted 1.
I definitely did not say that. Uncharted already got a remake, is what I said. So we don't need another one. Bluepoint went in and remade that game. It looks way better. The controls are different. They've made it so that it's not fucking stupid. That was the Mass Effect 1 of that bundle, where Mass Effect 1 they're coming in and just pretty much fucking overhauling it. And
okay, I didn't know it was that massive.
That's what Uncharted 1 did. Uncharted 1 is janky as hell, but it's still a great game. I don't need to play it again. I don't need a remake of that game because it's not that comparatively to the other games, it's not that eventful. Like it's not what Uncharted ended up being, where it was like the Michael Bay like big set pieces thing. Uncharted 1 doesn't have that many of those.
I guess it's because I want to start Uncharted, but I loathe having to play the first one because I know it's not quite what everything else is.
It's fine.
No, I know, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, it's not quite what the other ones are.
No, but it's closer now.
Sure.
To what they are.
But I would like to.
I think Bluepoint did a great job. I played like 70% of that game again. I was like, yeah, I remember playing it the first time. I'm like, there's the fucking jet boat things you have to do, and that the controls sucked, and they were way better in the Bluepoint version.
Okay.
I think Bluepoint.
I knew they remade it.
That got them. I'm pretty sure that collection is what got them. Shadow Colossus.
Sure, but they wanted to go in and like actually like remake Uncharted 1, which is okay, cool. I like that idea much more than Last of Us. First off. Second off,
I honestly would rather have Last of Us
than Uncharted 1.
Yeah, because I would rather see what Last of Us looks like with Last of Us 2 graphics because the little snippets in Last of Us 2 where you see them in old Last of Us garb and shit was actually interesting, and it looked way better, obviously. I'd rather see that than Uncharted again. I'd rather see that because Uncharted's not that great comparatively. So I'd rather experience Last of Us 1 again in a remake than play Uncharted 1 in a remake. I rather, because Uncharted 1 is not, you'll play that game and think it's a fun ride. That's it. Like Last of Us is still like emotional. And if they don't fuck with the story, which they won't fuck with the story in the Last of Us 1. Everybody loves that story. So they won't fuck with that. It'll just be like how Bluepoint remakes games. It'll be exact same game, except it'll look better, obviously.
David,
I honestly don't want either of them, but I'd rather have Last of Us 1. If anything, I want them to go back and remake, Beyond Good and Evil 2, Beyond Good and Evil 1.
2. Yeah, they need to remake 2.
Yeah, they do actually, because I don't think it's
David, where do you sit with this?
He sits on his chair. That was a good joke.
With my ass. I
with his little butt. His little fucking fat ass.
I think
his little fat ass.
I fucking hate Sony.
Mr. PS5.
Mr. I didn't know what last
Jim Ryan has been the worst fucking thing to happen to Sony. There is an absolute fucking disrespect to the legacy of the fucking console.
Dude, you know what's my favorite thing?
I'm trying to talk here.
No, I want to shout you out. I know in the back of your head. Sean Layden, dude. I miss that guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like Sean Layden.
Little tear because
tiny bit.
Continue. Sorry.
But no, it's fucking flabbergasted that they would go ahead and be like, "No, fuck you. You're not going to go ahead and do a sequel. You're not going to do new things. We only want blockbusters. Only go ahead and give us what we know is going to sell. You know what we know is going to sell? People are pissed about Last of Us 2. Let's give them Last of Us 1 a third fucking time. Within fucking 10 years.
The Third of Us.
Fuck that.
The Third of Us.
Yeah. That is the most unnecessary fucking remake to ever.
But if they did Uncharted, then it would be the same unremarkable Uncharted game.
Don't
for the
fucking
third
make
time.
another remake. Problem solved.
I know. If we're talking about the two, I rather Last of Us, because Last of Us isn't unremarkable. It's the thing, and that could. It looks great still, but that could benefit from better graphics. Any game
could benefit from a patch. Problem solved.
What patch to make it look like a Last of Us Part 2? Oh, no, they wouldn't do that. They would fucking charge you, bro. They're gonna make you pay $70 or $80 whenever this fucking game comes out. I wouldn't be surprised. But
either way, game doesn't fucking need it. It still looks fantastic. Doesn't fucking need it.
Money. Sony likes money.
$70.
Ooh, $80 maybe. Who knows? Maybe $100. Maybe bank loan.
Ooh, collector's edition. Oh, collector's edition again.
Ooh, collector's edition is actually just a standard copy. Ooh.
Regular's digital only.
Yeah, standard's digital. The collector's edition is a disc.
Don't give me ideas. Don't give me ideas.
Oh yeah, shit. I hope Jim Ryan's not watching. I know he is. He thinks I'm a.
If he's watching right now, David, what do you have to say?
Fuck you.
That's a classic.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you.
The way he runs
how about the top of your heart, though?
How about you come on this podcast and defend yourself, asshole?
I'll give you an ass beating.
He's sitting on a pile of money. You think he gives a fuck?
Yeah, he's snorting cocaine off a woman's ass right now.
You defend himself, fucking coward.
Dude, he's out there snorting fucking coke and buying Capcom. You think he gives a shit?
He's printing out picture of your face and using it for coke.
Yeah, and using it for something else.
No. I'm sure he's a nice person, but his choices are not very good.
Actually, no, he's not. He called me a naughty word, and I don't like
nice.
It. Yeah, he called me nice. Yeah, that gore is nice.
The way he directs PlayStation's kind of giving me PS3 flashbacks. It's just very arrogant.
Maybe he liked the PS3 stuff.
Yeah, but at least the PS3 had backwards compatibility. It's still
for a little bit.
Legacy
for a year.
Imagine the next to buy the PS2 games, the PS1 games.
Imagine the next PS5 model. You can't play PS4 games on it.
That'd be terrible because then like the PS4s die and then like womp womp.
Well, hey, the PS2 was still doing well and then they cut it off from PS3. So I mean that was for budget, right?
That was because manufacturing was expensive.
This was
PS5 obviously costs a lot because they ain't that many out there.
This was always going to be a thing, though, right? Like, I feel like PlayStation got so comfortable making its big blockbuster, story-driven games that it was bound to happen where they're like, all right, we have a success. It's like a pop song. All right, we know, make an emotional, which in the most jaded sense, emotional on the gamer side is a lot easier to do just because it's not on the level of like movies right now. Like, movies have to be more nuanced because they've done them for so long and you have to be smart with it. Games, you can still get away with, oh, tragic death in the beginning. Oh, I'm sad. And I say it like as if it's like I haven't been sad by some of that stuff. Like, yeah. But I mean, it's so easy to do that on consoles because I feel like the console market is very forgiving and very open to those kind of stories. Like, well, like what's the like? Oh, all these stories are so mature and everything. And it's like, all right, well, I guess, sure, but like they've gotten so comfortable doing like those kind of stories that it was bound to happen where they just like, all right, well, we can just do all this, right? And people keep buying them up and they're like, yeah, game of the year, let's do it. And everyone's like, all right. That's not to say that a lot of the quality of those are not, but I mean they have their formula down. But we're definitely straying farther and farther from the days that I feel like even a couple years ago where we're getting Medieval, we're getting Patapon and Loco Roco remastered. I feel like we're just straying farther and farther from ever having that. It's getting to a point where I'm like, it's getting to a point where I think like by the end of next year, it's going to be very interesting to see where Microsoft and Sony kind of stand and where they're at with the console wars because they're both going two different directions, and someone's gonna pay out harder than the others. Like they can both be successful, but it's gonna be someone's gonna make it out better. I'm curious as to who, because Jim Ryan, he's the way he's running. We can say what we want, but I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, he literally, they're doing blockbuster games and they're just selling. They're doing great. You know?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Microsoft still goes ahead and they do some blockbusters here, and eventually we'll be getting some blockbusters.
It's the opposite problem with Microsoft, actually, is they keep doing all these AA games.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the thing, is at the end of the day, fucking Microsoft had a hiccup early on in the prior console gen. But since then, they have done phenomenal, especially with Game Pass and with the huge respect to their fucking legacy. They have done a fantastic job of being like, all right, we're going to give gamers what they want. We're going to go ahead and just focus on doing so many other things. Now, granted, Microsoft also has the advantage of having fucking Microsoft money. It can get away with doing a lot of dumb shit. And that's also why kind of Nintendo is in a position where, again, people can just afford to keep doing whatever the fuck Nintendo wants to do because they got Nintendo money. It's one of those things that when it comes to Sony, though, they have to do something to actually maintain relevancy. And I feel like part of what kept them strong during PS4 was maintaining that core gamer audience and doing a lot to be like, okay, we're going to do a lot to kind of bring you in. We're going to give you some greats. You know, we're going to remake and re-release a bunch of things here and there that you guys want. And it's fucking wild to see just in the span of the release of a new fucking console, just it coming up the door, the fucking just, oh no, we don't need any of that shit. Oh, that shit's old, it's gross, it's garbage, get it out of here. Only make remakes or make something that's a blockbuster. We don't give a shit. If it's not selling at least 10 million, who cares about it? Get the fucking attitude out of here.
Yeah, and I think the way Sean Layden did things is he had a really big respect for the PlayStation brand. You know, I mean, I know
he brought back Medieval.
Yeah, he brought that back, and then he also announced Crash. Like, Crash is like not a PlayStation centric thing anymore, but he knows that was a part of the legacy. You know, and you know, you can tell he wanted a big part of bringing that back somehow, some way. Like he had a care for this brand, and it's kind of interesting. So I know that backwards compatibility is not necessarily the biggest profit maker for Xbox, but it's a big get for, like, it's just better in consumer, I don't know what the word is, like comfort in a way. Like it really just makes them feel better about their purchases and all that. And dude, it's so cool. So I was at the game shop and they had SSX3 on GameCube. I never played SSX3. I'm like, okay, I should probably get this.
Great game.
And I was like, hold on a second. I searched it up. I can just buy that shit on my Series X right now.
Yeah.
Just right now, $10.
Yeah, you can play it.
That's it. OG Xbox game. Or is it Xbox game or a 360 game? OG Xbox. Yeah. I can just fucking buy it right now, and it works. And it works on my fucking brand new goddamn console.
Yep, and it looks better.
Yeah, and it works better.
Pretty good, actually.
We're getting stuff like FPS boost on games. Like, that's stuff that does not matter. Like, who in like 6 months ago was like, man, I want to play Dishonored on Xbox, but man, I wish it had better frame rate. I'm not going to play it till it does. No one said that, but they're still coming in like, you know what?
Actually.
Yeah,
that was
true.
a huge demand.
Yeah, David was really upset about it.
That's why everybody bought the Series X.
Yeah.
They wanted Dishonored with 60 frames.
But like, they're going in and making all these cool choices that really didn't, like, that was not really a thing, right? Now, granted, the biggest issue right now is somebody's getting arrogant and cocky because they're running that blockbuster train right now. Like, they're killing it.
Yep.
Microsoft has not touched them yet in that. They haven't even
not even close.
No, not even a fucking football field. Like,
they didn't have it. They had the medium. That's about it. And
which is not a AAA game.
Memory. No, not even close.
And that's not a AAA.
Even though it looks really nice.
And there's rumors that fucking Perfect Dark, well, Perfect Dark for sure, and Fable are still like years away.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, they're also coming to Windows, so you know people will be like, "Well, it's not actually exclusive."
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck.
Which, by the way, hey, Days Gone's coming to PC too, so that's another one they lost. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, they lost Days Gone too.
Not that they care that much.
But
Days Gone,
we're still far away. But the thing is, someday, I know we keep making the excuse. I don't want to make excuses for them. I'm not going to. It's fucking Microsoft. Who the fuck cares?
They give you your big checks, I think.
But like, they got a lot of studios that were in the either the tail end or just are releasing games. Then we got hit with COVID, so that prolonged everything. Like Double Fine, they bought Double Fine like 2 years ago. We're still waiting on fucking Psychonauts 2.
2 years? Shit.
2018.
It's like 4 years, man.
So
no, fuck that. No.
So we're still waiting on Psychonauts. So like some of these games are still coming out, but someday, right? There's gonna be a time where if Microsoft lays out their schedule right, it's gonna be nutty. You got like fucking 23 studios on top of whatever else they're acquiring with multiple studios inside the studios, month after month that they can plan that shit out. Yeah. That's a fucking juggernaut shit right there. Yeah. Sony's got.
I'm thinking that too. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
Yeah, it's gonna be. For now,
maybe because we say that, but every time there's an exclusive for Xbox, they get 60s, around 60s on Metacritic. So I mean, it could be huge or it could be a really embarrassing.
So and we talked about this too, though. Is the glory of Game Pass is 60s are almost passable and they will almost be received better.
Not when you're making Perfect Dark.
No. Perfect Dark and Fable are gonna be heavy. They're gonna come in they're gonna come in 90s.
Like Crackdown 3 was supposed to be a heavy for the longest time. Then it came out, it was like
people were kind of like faltering on that pretty hard though. But I'm talking like you're still gonna get 60s and 70s from Microsoft. Like that's just gonna be a thing, but that's not a bad thing because those games are Game Pass fodder in a way. I don't want to say in a bad way, but like I'm willing to play those games. We're willing to try those games out. State of Decay, when that comes out, we're gonna all have it. So fuck it, we'll play that. Yeah.
I don't like State of Decay though. They kind of ruined it.
No, but I'm saying is that's the kind of stuff that we'll play because it's all available there, and that's something that I think Xbox has going for it now, and that's why the drought of games, because fucking Sony doesn't really have anything. We talk exclusives all day. Sony has 2. Demon Souls and Destruction All Stars. Those are the only 2 PS5 exclusive games.
Well, no, they got more coming.
No, right now, this second.
Sure. Yeah,
because that's all we're hearing.
Yeah, first party, sure. First party, yes, but you still have you have Godfall, you have like the little weird games that are coming out. Oddworld is only on PS5 if you want it current gen, I guess. So there's some stuff here and there, but sure. And they always give you a free game every month too. That's only on PS5 when it comes to the next gen.
Sure, but I mean, like we're
that Marquette game or whatever the fuck, that was only on PS5. It's on PC also. But
it's on PS4.
PS5, I think. That's what.
I know.
It's only on Sony, is
sure.
What I mean. It's not on Xbox as well.
But like I'm saying, is this whole exclusive thing, like it's not going like, oh, Sony's killing it right now, because they're really not. We're still kind of sitting on things. Horizon's not. It's going to be on PS4. God of War, there's a strong possibility it's going to be on PS4.
Sure, but also you can say the same thing about Xbox though, like Series X.
But that's what I'm saying.
You don't need Series X to play those games.
I agree with you. But I'm saying is the difference is Game Pass is on there, therefore you have fodder to play on there. Versus I'm still spending $70 per each game on PlayStation.
If there's no games on Xbox besides multi-platform games, then Game Pass is cool. But like when people say there's no exclusive on Xbox, it's still true until like I'd say 2 years from now.
Sure, but they can get away with it. Is what I'm saying. That's my argument.
I know they can get away with it. I'm not saying they can't.
Right. But right now, you could say there's no exclusive on. There's no exclusives really on Sony either. Like for the most part, like cool. You get them in their one and done games. Demon Souls, you're done. You're finished the game. You're done.
In a week and a half, you'll have Returnal, so that's gonna be one right there. And then in June you have Ratchet and Clank, which is definitely not going to Xbox. So Returnal, I can see maybe, even though I think they own House Marquee, don't they?
No.
No, they're in partners with them at least. Yeah, sure. Everything they've made has only been on their PC.
But I'm saying is that in terms of like what you're playing, again, remember this are $70 fucking games each time too. Like I don't want to play $70 for Returnal. I really don't. I love Housemarque. It looks dope as hell.
$60.
I think that's like a 40, 50, and I mean in this generation $50 game.
It looks really good. We'll see.
I'm sure it looks great, but I don't want to spend that much money. It's nice having the option of Game Pass to do that, and if I love the game enough, I will buy that game. But having a $60 and $70 on each of these games to get any gameplay out of your PlayStation 5 right now, that's the thing that's hurting them. And I think that's the thing Microsoft's trying to go for right now is we're giving you a steady stream of games. And whether or not you want them or not, that's one thing. But I mean, you're still getting something to play on. And Sony, they gotta get their structure straight because we don't know. We're not getting God of War this year. That's not happening. Like they gotta just come on. They gotta come on and delay that game already.
It's still beginning of the year. I have plenty of time to say it's coming
but against Horizon and God of okay, I hear what you're saying.
No, Horizon's coming out this year.
That's what I'm saying, but they're not going to put God of War and Horizon in the same year.
And you also have Ghostwire, which I know it's still exclusive
Deathloop
for at least a little while. Deathloop is still exclusive for a little while. So this is what really matters to Sony people anyway, is that we have it for now. It's ours.
No, but
so
I think the MLB thing really showed what the plan that Microsoft might be putting is kind of wild. Is when they get Deathloop, hey, cool, you guys have it for $70, or just come play it free over here.
Yeah.
If they start doing Bethesda shit, remember, there's two routes with Bethesda. Either it goes all exclusive, or the game, which I think I forget. There was that was a whole. I'm not gonna get into it. It's either that, or the other way is, all right, we release it on PlayStation for $70, or play it free here. And we see that discussion. That discussion was pretty heavy, just about MLB. Of MLB, like not even that crazy of a blockbuster in the gaming sphere, but like that's a big discussion.
Sure, I'm sure they will do that. But also when Deathloop does come to Xbox, it'll probably be a $10 game in a bargain bin. So,
I mean, we'll see. These PS5 games are holding up right now. So.
MLB The Show is coming out the same day as the PS5 version and 4 version. Wait, is there a PS5 version? I'm assuming there is. Or is it just on PS4?
Yeah. Oh no. So if you want the PS,
I don't really care.
If you want the PS4/PS5 version, it's $85.
Oh, that's a good deal.
So it's even more expensive on there.
That's a great deal. I'm gonna give them 100 just for being nice. Keep the change.
Oh, there's a lot of discussion.
So I can play your shitty baseball game that probably plays exactly the same as the last 35 baseball games that have come out. Fuck out of here. I hate sports games. They all suck.
Except Blitz the League.
Well, Blitz the League, if they made that annual, at least you could say, all right, this year we added more ways to break a fucking dick.
Now you can rip their ear off.
Hey, this time the sperm X-ray explosion shot's gonna look even better. Added more semen. Hell yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, don't worry about it. But also play Blitz League 2.
Go listen to our Games Gone By.
Oh yeah, it's on my YouTube. So you can look up. But go watch. I'm sure there's a montage of all the weird shit in Blitz League 2.
I'm sure. Hey, very. It's getting a rare game now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's been up there. Yeah. I have it on 360. I had it on PS3, but I sold it.
Yeah, I saw a copy of it on PS3 for I forget however much it was.
It's like an $80-$90 game now. So
David,
360, it's still like around there.
Any final words on PlayStation?
Fuck them.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
There you go.
Since I'm trying to get out of here soon, we're just gonna cut the BioShock thing. I just kind of want to talk this really quick story.
Let's do it real quick. There's a rumor about BioShock 4 being open world. We want to do a bullshit. I'm gonna say it's probably true. That's
sure, it's true.
Because most BioShock games are open anyway. I could see that one being bigger.
It's taking so long to make that. I'm sure that's probably one of the reasons why.
Yeah, and I'm also scared that that means if they're still doing this shit, we're not gonna see that for another 4 or 5 years. So
sure. All right, last story, which is kind of a bullshit, I guess. But we'll just figure it out. Essentially, there's a shark circle around Square Enix.
Hell yeah.
David, do you want to elaborate a little bit, and then we'll just.
Yeah, so it's basically being kind of touted by Bloomberg Japan right now that several companies are interested in buying out parts of Square Enix. Honestly, Square Enix has not been doing the best. Final Fantasy 14 has kind of carried them quite a bit just because it is still a massively popular.
And 7, right?
F7 remake has been doing pretty decently as well, but it's still one of those things that they failed to pull so many things into.
Balan Wonderworld didn't sell and save them?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But I mean, even beyond ridiculous.
As much as 7 remake has been doing good, it still had to go through so much development hell to even get there. Kind of same thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. I mean, that thing was in development hell for so fucking long before finally coming out. So they've.
Are you trying to tell me Outriders didn't save them?
No.
Are you trying to tell me
Game Pass didn't save it? Wow.
Avengers starring the invincible Iron Man did not fucking save the company.
No, and especially fucking Gotham.
What? Look me in the goddamn eye and tell me this with your truthfulness.
It cost them quite a goddamn bit.
I don't believe you. Balan Wonderworld didn't make them money.
The idea of someone saying, "Tell me that to my face," you say it like, "I don't believe you."
I don't believe you.
Anyway,
but
yeah, they're not doing hot.
Yeah, they're not doing well, and it's one of those things that we've already seen Microsoft partnering up them pretty cozily because again, they're trying.
Well, both
really
Sony and
hard to
Microsoft
the
are.
Japanese market. Sony has always had a good history with them, though. That's just been kind of like since the PS1, they've had a fantastic history together. So I could definitely see this being a scenario where maybe they just divide up the IPs. I could see this genuinely being a scenario.
Do you
where
think?
Maybe
I know we're talking like big brain as if we know shit. Do you think it's better in Square Enix's mind to sell piecemeal or just all together?
piecemeal. I could honestly see them going ahead, even if they didn't want to like wholesale the company, if they want to try to keep things afloat. I could genuinely see them going ahead, getting rid of and dumping some IPs to other companies, get rid of, like Parasite Eve, as much as let some other company kind of do that.
Who the fuck's gonna buy that though? Sorry, not in a bad way. Parasite Eve, like what company's gonna like poach
someone
that?
will buy that. Are you kidding me, dude? Microsoft bought.
I'm telling you,
Microsoft bought a bunch of dumb shit, didn't they? Or no, not Microsoft.
THQ Nordic.
THQ Nordic also. They bought a bunch of stupid.
So I'm telling you guys this now.
Who the fuck wanted Red Faction at that point?
I'm telling you guys this now. If Square Enix goes on sale piecemeal, we will do a fundraiser, a 48-hour stream consistently to afford the Balan Wonderworld IP.
Oh, well, I can afford it right now, probably. It's like digging my fucking piggy bank.
We'll do a 40-hour stream to raise money to buy the Balan Wonderworld, or whatever.
Yeah, and just for you, when I buy it, I'll switch the name to Wonderland. So you can
please, God.
It's Balan Wonderland. It will be called.
God.
I don't even know why it's called Wonderworld anyway, because it's pretty small. It's more like a land. Honestly.
David, do you think Final Fantasy goes to Sony? Do you think Sony just like straight up like says we're buying Final Fantasy?
Sony's definitely buying that if they can.
I think if they piecemeal out and all of their properties disappear, that'll 100% be going to Sony. There's no unless Microsoft really wants to fight for it.
You have some LE skins.
Let me riddle you this: if they bought the IP, who are they giving it to work on?
Oh, Naughty Dog. That'd be weird. No, that's a good question.
I could see that because Sony's been kind of losing space in Japan, so I could see them wanting to buy Final Fantasy, bring that back. But who do they even work? Who works on that game?
Oh, who's making the? That's Square Enix, right? The project.
Just give it all to
Project Athia.
Yeah, they could just get those guys to do it. If they're gonna buy, if they buy the IP, then what happens to the studios? Do they die too? Or they just stay with Square? Can they buy the studios? Buy them.
No, I imagine they're laying everyone off and they're just keeping the money from the IP.
Oh, all right. Well, then, fuck, I don't know. Get the Knack guys. Still do it. Whatever. Actually, that's Japan Studio, right? Aren't they gone?
Yeah.
Isn't Japan Studio gone?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I think so.
Well, cancel the Last of Us remake and get Ben to do it.
Ben does Final Fantasy. They're like, what the fuck do we do with this?
Yes. The main character will be mentally insane and talk to himself the entire game, just like in Days Gone.
David, let me ask. We'll ask this last question before we head out. Do you have anything else to say before I want to ask the last question before we head out?
No, that's fine.
What if they have to sell piecemeal? What's everyone's like ideal? What IP goes to who developer? Like would be like, oh, that'd be hot.
Oh, Avengers has to be like
Bungie.
Bungie, yeah. David, you go. Actually, you like more Square Enix shit than I do.
I'm gonna start with a weird one. I love the bouncer to go to Capcom, and I love Capcom to actually do something with the bouncer.
The bouncer. It's not even a franchise. It was one game on the PS2 on launch. It was a launch game, right? It was pretty close.
Yeah.
It was launch window. That game is terrible, but it's fun. I'll give them that. It's a fun beat 'em up game. All right. I don't know why the bouncer was the first thing you came up with, for sure.
I love Parasite Eve to go to Capcom as well. Put that in the fucking re-engine. Beautiful.
I like that's called the re-engine. It makes me happy.
I think my ideal one.
It should be called the region.
My ideal one would be give the Octopath series to Intelligent Systems at Nintendo.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
That could be interesting.
I was thinking maybe the what was the one game they did? What was that game called? Balan what?
Balan Wonderworld?
Front Mission is what you meant.
No, that can't be right.
And I'd give that to Atlas.
I would say Balan Wonderland. Is that it? What's that one game?
No, Front Mission.
Is that the game?
Balin and the Ink Machine.
Anus Wonderland? Is that what it's called? Yeah, that game. Whatever that game was that came out years ago.
Give that to Sweary.
Yeah, give it to Sweary. No, I was gonna say no. Balin Wonderworld. Like, give that if they want to give it to anybody. Give that to like I don't know. Like who's the developer that's not doing anything anymore that did Donkey Kong Country? That's doing Metroid Prime now.
Oh, Retro.
Yeah, Retro. Make them do it. They'll make a good platformer game. There you go. I was gonna say just Nintendo, but they're probably doing our shit. They won't. They're doing their Mario shit. They ain't gonna fucking work on Balin. Outriders. I don't know about Outriders. I think Outriders is doing fine on its own, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Who gets Chrono Trigger?
Oh shit.
That would go along with Final Fantasy. That would not be separated out.
Yeah.
So that I'd see going to Sony.
I don't know. Well, what the fuck are they gonna do with Chrono Trigger?
We should make the Chrono Trigger remake. That will probably
Especially Jim
happen.
Ryan doesn't fucking want that old shit.
Yeah, but Chrono Trigger's pretty big, so I could see him thinking like,
"Oh, can we remake this game?"
Oh, he's British for a second. He's not British. Right?
You ready to remake Chrono Trigger with Sony?
He was just talking that Resident Evil thing. I forgot. Give it to I don't know. Give it to somebody. This is hard to think about studios right now. Give it to the Knack guys.
Don't they have Square? Or don't they have a Deus Ex?
That's Eidos, right? Is that Square Enix? I don't know.
It's all the same really at this point.
Is it?
I'd love Threads of Fate to go to the Tales guys. I feel like they can actually do a really good job with Threads of Fate.
Oh, yeah, Threads of Fate. I forgot that was a game. I never played it. Tomb Raider. I forgot they owned that. Technically. Yeah. Tomb Raider. I would love. Naughty Dog makes next Tomb Raider game. Oh, you know what? If Ben Studio wasn't doing that, they could easily do Tomb Raider because they made that Uncharted game on the Vita, which was pretty good. So, but Tomb Raider, I don't know. See, this is hard. You should give us like some homework to do when we come up with.
I am sorry, I didn't know that. I didn't get a heads up on Square Enix getting sold off. What about a Bethesda person working on Tomb Raider?
Wolfenstein guys working on Tomb Raider and
on Parasite Eve.
Oh, that'd be cool. She can carry two shotguns.
What would be really fucking cool is to see actually Bethesda's RPG teams working with Star Ocean. I feel like a full kind of 3D world.
Gore's face is fucking.
I was gonna say something cool. I only played the first Star. Well, I don't know. It wasn't the first Star Ocean game. The PS2 one.
Yeah. Oh, the PS2 one.
Yeah, till the end of time. Yeah. What the fuck? What? Everybody liked that game. What the fuck?
That game was not great.
I think I played a little bit of the 360 one. I don't know what that one was called too. But
I
know the last one
Faith and Hopelessness or something like that.
No, I think that was the last one. Oh, next on PS4, I think.
Chatbox.
Yeah, you're right.
Chatbox says he just beat DMC5. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Fucking ending.
Oh, fuck. No, Chatbox says who gets near.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh dicks. Oh dicks.
Just let Platinum Games keep it. Fuck it.
Fuck. Oh dick. Someone buys Platinum. Okay. Oh dick. Nintendo buys Platinum along with Nier, and then they do an Astral Chain crossover.
I wouldn't know what to do with Nier. I don't know who the fuck would get that.
You don't fucking buy Nier. Nier has to be a Valve, so they'll never make a third game.
It says Capcom gets Nier.
Capcom would be a good choice. Capcom has a little bit too much right now, so like I think we've been saying just Capcom put it in the RE engine, fuck it, Chrono Trigger in the RE engine.
Does anyone at Atlas do action platformers? Can we get to Atlas now?
Yeah,
platformers
or action.
Yeah, action adventure RPGs.
Oh, what if Atlas got Chrono Trigger somehow?
I'd be 100% okay with that. Fuck it.
Yeah, Atlas that'd be good. I mean, it would probably have the same look as like a Persona, which I don't know if that would work with Chrono Trigger. No, I wouldn't like that.
But I'd actually be down for them doing a Vagrant Story one. That would be kind of cool.
Vagrant Story? Okay. Yeah. I barely played Vagrant Story. So.
All right. That's the podcast.
But no, we need to figure out where Nier's going. Fuck this. We need to figure this out. I'm pissed if we don't. Like, that's the only franchise I give a shit of the ones we actually talked about. because Final Fantasy I could do without nowadays. Even though Final Fantasy 16 looks pretty good, but I would be surprised if it ends up being
Give Nier to Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, and then Yves Gilmo will do something fucking stupid with it. He'll make it into Assassin's Creed game where you have to go around and fucking get all the checkpoints and climb a tower. Fucking stupid ass. You know what they need to do? They need to remaster.
I think Nier would only go to Sega, honestly.
Sega would make sense, yeah. Sega, I could see that.
Sega would get weird with it, and that's fine with me.
Get weird with Nier? I don't think you can. It's already fucking.
Yeah,
weird.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to get normal.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You know, actually, I would trust Microsoft because it looks like Microsoft is really trying hard to get into that Japanese. They've been trying,
and they would. And you know what,
stuff
dude?
There. So they'd be down with
Microsoft going to Yoko Taro saying, "Here's all the money you want. Just make me a fucking cool Nier game." I'd be like, "Oh fuck."
Oh man, that'd be great. He should make a Dragon Guard 3 that doesn't suck though. How about that?
Should make Dragon Guard 3?
I wouldn't blame Yoko Taro for Dragon Guard 3 because the people that made that game sucked. His story was fine.
Chatbox says, "Doesn't Disney own Square?" No, I think they might own a part of it, maybe.
Oh,
but
I randomly
they partner with them quite a bit, but they don't own them or any part of them.
We can ask this question later or next week. I didn't want to steal it because it was a kind of funny question they asked on their podcast as their topic, but they asked, "What would be the Snyder cut of video games?" I thought that was a good question.
Oh, Duke Nukem. It's got to be, right?
Duke Nukem, Metal Gear Solid 5 would be a...
Metal Gear Solid 5 would be... Well, Metal Gear Solid 5, I don't think there is versions of the ending, isn't there?
The Snyder cut didn't even exist for the most part. They reshot so much
Duke Nukem Forever, there's like 8 different versions of that game somewhere. Like, it's just like not fully done games. What I would love if they took all those versions that aren't done and just compiled them into one game and somehow made it make sense.
Well,
not like it matters.
We'll ask that next week. And it's a fun question.
Well, that's my answer anyway, so that'd probably be my only answer too. So
all right. Games Gone By is this in 2 weeks. We got Hellblade: Senua Sacrifice coming up. May is 999. June is Parasite Eve. July is Metal Wolf Chaos. August Stardew Valley. September is Bloodstained. Teespring.com/stores as blue dash rupees.
Nier, oh, my shit froze on. Discord's a piece of shit. Do you think Nier or Ninja Theory could work with Nier? You think they can get weird with it? Ooh. If they bring Yoko Taro in and just said, all right, we'll make the game. Because Platinum is pretty weird. Don't get me wrong. They get weird. They don't get Nier weird, which that rhymes. Nier weird should be a...
Nier is very much different from a lot of Platinum games, which is like the worry I would have if giving it to Platinum.
Yeah, well, they already had it.
I know, but I'm saying, but I wouldn't trust them to keep doing that same thing because that was an outlier to their.
No, what I was saying is that if you just get somebody that can do the gameplay competently, and and designers that can understand how to tell us, like they're not working on the story, but they know how to make the gameplay make sense with the story. And I think Ninja Theory would be a great choice.
You know what? All right, you know what? We'll save this for next week. We'll do we'll get a full list of what obscure ass franchise it was Square.
All right.
That way we'll talk about it because I think we can talk about this for a little bit. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put.
Remind me to do it because I'll probably
Square
On
IPs.
the earth is Carmen Sandiego.
Where in the fuck is Carmen Sandiego?
Teespring.com/blue-rupees. We got some stuff up there. Go help us out there. It really helps us out. Halo 5 on Sunday. We're doing that. Stay tuned for that. Another Ranksters got Fast and Furious on Monday. And then I think it is What Remains of Edith Finch on Tuesday. So check out YouTube for those guys. Check us out, the audio podcast. We appreciate those as well. David, send us out.
Fuck the police and fuck Jim Ryan.
Fuck Jim Ryan. Eat my dick.
He's all right.
No.